Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday. As per usual, we have a little session of speech therapy for today. Let me put on the music and let me greet everyone who has stumbled in here. Stonewall, welcome. Robins. Animal Band. Haven't seen you in a bit. Welcome. She, Juno, Ale, and Robins. My goodness. And Cammy, just in the nick of time, Cammy. Welcome. We got speech therapy today. I was very down to just take a break today, because obviously, we have let me bring it up. We have the thing going on this week. Let me pull up that graphic real quickly. I'm rather excited for this. Look at that. That's like this week. It's so soon, y'all. Can you believe it? Aren't y'all excited? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Be ready. So yeah, I was considering taking a break from speech therapy this week just because weird schedule. It's good to take breaks where you can, but Juno and Ale were down to do something real off the cuff today, so here we are. Let's see, anything else to let's see. Anything else to catch y'all up with? Let me check my media tab. Always gotta check my media tab. Oh, of course we have a new emote. I haven't, look at that. You seeing that? Floor time. As inspired by Korhawk, who also has a floor time emote that I think is very charming. So we have our own floor time. Let's see. I got 2 cats to share with y'all. Got this. I drew this a couple days ago, but I've been staggering my posting rate just because drawing a bit much, so was trying to make it last at least a couple days. And then we got where is it? Where's my lad? Look at that. Look at that. This is Oyster. Just sitting on my chest this morning. What a sweetie. What a strange, yowly lad. He's great. Great lad. Okay, I think we're good to start. Let me make sure. So, theming for today, we're kind of just talking about whatever. I think the 3 big topics we were talking about, we were discussing were like art and movies and music or something, which is that is kind of a that's a pretty that's a spread that we can work off of for sure, given the things that the 3 of us are specialized in. So let me bring up the couch. Oh, look at that. Hold on.
Oh.
Hey,
Nope.
wake up. Wake up.
Hello.
It's time.
Oh,
Tell you, Sue. Thank
it's
for
good of
joining
you.
me.
It's good of you to punch up Juno like that. They were definitely sleeping
Yeah.
on the job.
No,
So.
As you can see, I'm dressed and
Yeah.
ready.
Oh yeah. You.
you're all
Damn.
stupid.
Fantastic.
I'm suited and booted.
So of course we have.
I was ready to go, boss. Don't worry.
Of course we have Ale of Cat Baron Cafe and
Hello.
Juno of Juno Moons. Please follow them.
This
Follow
art
them.
was done by Lovesick. Yay.
Was.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you knew
So,
that.
yeah.
You hear.
Oh wait, could y'all yap for a little bit? I got some audio to bounce.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
There you go. Okay, yeah.
Is this? Ah.
Oh,
Hello?
you know how you'd be.
Wait. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I had to do something real quick.
Hello.
Oh,
So
Welcome back.
yeah. How are y'all doing?
That's okay.
alright.
I'm crocheting.
Oh yeah, you're crochet. What are you crocheting? That should be a good jumping off point actually.
Yeah. I'm crocheting some coasters as a
Ooh.
present. I basically realized, oh shit, I haven't got anyone a whole bunch of presents. Why don't I just try crocheting them? And then I forgot that crocheting takes time. But I'm making a little set of coasters.
Oh.
And I'm just on the final one right now. I'm just starting it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Never
I
done a
am
crochet before.
currently doing the exciting thing of making sure that I still have health insurance. So
Oh.
it actually helps to be yapping about something that I enjoy while doing that. So this is
yeah.
this is
I
very
mean,
useful
yeah,
to me.
It doesn't get better than crochet and health insurance.
Crochet and health insurance.
That should
I'm
have
not going to talk about health insurance today. Don't worry,
That
folks.
should have been the
It's
title.
just-
God damn it.
Oh, it's not too late.
Yeah, that would have people running in to listen.
Yeah.
Crocheting and health insurance.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So yeah.
And they won't let me log in. So, good news, I get to do that tomorrow because they did the account thing on me again.
Yeah.
New York decided to make me 3 accounts.
Yeah, they
And it's a mystery as to which one actually works at any given time.
It's a mystery.
Yay.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
I'm glad you
I
can
just
put
might
it
not
off for
have health
tomorrow.
insurance for a month. Yeah. They'll just cancel it for a month. It's
Yeah, I mean
fine.
if you're really
I've done
careful,
this before.
if you're really careful, you don't need it.
If I'm really careful, you know,
Yeah.
with my lowered immune system and stuff like that, I should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be
And
so
if-
careful, like, for a month.
Yeah, and if
Yeah, nobody sneeze on me.
And if
No,
s- and if
everybody
something-
freeze. Freeze.
yeah,
Nobody sneeze on me.
and if something does happen, then that's a failing on your character.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's completely on me. It's
Yeah.
not on anybody
So-
else. We don't live in a society.
It's not a
We
difficult
live in a
thing.
meritocracy.
It's not a
where
yeah.
only, yeah,
Mhm.
only those who deserve to get sick get sick.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. Oh, I'm so glad we're here on douchebag talk.
Yeah. So let me wait, so we were okay. It was art, music, and movies. So that's what that those are the topics we had drafted up for today. Oh
Yeah.
wait, okay. So last time both of you were here, what was it? I asked about like where we started with art, but I did not. Ollie, I did not ask you about this. So maybe you could go off about that.
Oh,
I asked Zanjibert and Juno,
I didn't
but
even know.
yeah, I totally forgot to get your
No, it's okay.
take on it.
I forgot too.
Mhm.
Where did I start with art? I have always been drawing. Drawing was an outlet that I had for a very long time, and I think a lot of that now in hindsight I know is from being fairly nonverbal
Oh
as
yeah,
a kid.
yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that from circumstances. I'll just leave it at that.
Yep.
But
Yes.
in hindsight, now I can realize like, oh, there was just a lot of times that art was just the easiest way for me to like communicate things, and even now I think that's still true of like I can communicate really well
Yeah.
now. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
hopefully,
absolutely.
considering my career choice.
Yeah.
But
You're very you're very smooth with it.
oh, thank you. But there's still some things that just feel like they make more sense if I just put it into a picture,
Yeah,
even if that
of course.
picture is not directly saying the thing. Like there's just
Yeah.
like a range of emotions that pictures have
Yeah.
that I don't. But so for a while in high school, that was actually the trajectory that I was aiming for. I was going to be a professional illustrator,
Ooh.
and I worked on a special independent study course in high school. I mentioned this somewhere before. I got commissioned by my high school to do
Oh, yeah.
2 full-scale murals.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
That's what was it? You're paid like 200 for
$200
some months of
for
work.
like 400 hours of work. Yeah. So
Horrible.
I paid like 50 cents an hour essentially.
Devastating.
Good stuff.
Basically, child labor.
Yeah.
Don't know what you were.
But they got to say that they paid me a stipend, so they got to feel good about it. But then, I went to School of Visual Arts for 2 years before I transferred out to help my family on some matters. And I will leave that story at that too, because that's
Yeah.
a whole entire thing. But I transferred out for the sake of what I believed at the time was going to be the most helpful to my family, and it didn't seem like an art degree would do that. So I did give up on art for a while. And I tried to keep up with art. There were times where like I would get really back into it. There was even a couple years back I set up the original version of Cat Baron Cafe, which was the Cat Baron Studio. For anybody that has seen my screen name around Twitter for long enough, I used to be Cat Baron Studio, because that was a art studio that actually did officially register in Brooklyn.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, I have the business certificate and
the
everything. I
fuck?
did the whole entire thing.
Interesting.
But during the first couple months of that, life happened. And it was good that it happened because I needed to get the divorce that I did.
Yeah.
But
Good shit.
that did understandably derail things a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I went back on probably like 7 years of like really not being able to work on art things, like about 7 years or so, except for like maybe once or twice a year I could do like an art project. And this has definitely been a year where I've done the most art in a very long while, but it's made me so happy, so happy to do, even if it's a source of me procrastinating sometimes on things that I should be doing. I don't know, it's giving me a lot of joy in ways that I think is very important for me right now at this point in my life. And so
Really good.
Yeah. That's a
As well, 'cause
it's a good story.
that's the journey.
yeah.
Thank you. That's
It's
the whole
like-
that's the whole shebang.
Let me think.
So that's why sometimes like I don't know what the hell I'm doing with art. Like I'm very behind on some things, and then sometimes I'm just suddenly really, really good, and it's just like it's the weird.
Yeah.
Like I do have a lot of training, but sometimes it's kind of caked underneath a whole pile of rust.
Yeah.
Of like decades of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not necessarily doing it.
Yeah.
So like I did like when I was working on watercolors for a couple of hours yesterday, there was like a huge progression from the watercolor I did like a month ago for Renee's fan art to like the
Yeah.
final watercolor I did last night. It looks like I watercolored for a year in between the two, and it's like no, I just actually remembered what I used to do. Like I actually remembered how to watercolor again during that process.
You got a year back.
I got a year back. Got a whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool though. It's like
But yeah.
it's like like your experience with art was like very staggered for a while, but then it's like getting back into it with more repetition this year is like unlocking a lot of that Latin experience.
Yeah.
It's like
And I definitely recommend for anybody that is getting into art, like the only way to get good at it, and you're going to hear this over and over again, but it's true, whether you have any training or not, is to just do it. You have to do it. You have to do it a lot. And sometimes your art's going to suck, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep doing it. And
Oh wait,
that's
let
it.
me-
That's
let
the
me s-
secret.
Yeah, let me screen share my music tab, so in
Oh, yeah.
case
Hell
y'all
yeah.
want the
Yeah.
immersion of
It's
music.
like hearing the music.
I love emotion.
Yeah. In fact, let me bring up, since we're talking about our old art, let me bring up some of the older shit on this computer. Probably close to 5 years old. Let me get to this. Let me expose myself a tiny bit. I did this recently, but it's good material to just point at your old art and just
Oh,
think about it.
Oh,
there you are.
Where is it?
Very. Oh,
Okay, yeah, we're back.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Hello?
do you hear us?
Okay, yeah.
We all lost each other.
Yeah.
Marco.
Is it good?
hello.
Is
Yes.
it good? Okay, yeah. It got red. It got very red for a second, but it seems we're
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no.
You just went a little bit robot-y, but it was fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Oh, if y'all want to do this as well, I think this could be a fun segment, like bringing up our old and newer art if we have those on hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me see if I can find my old DeviantArt and hide what the screen name is, but
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
up images from it.
Yeah.
Ah, my old DeviantArt account is nuked and dead.
Yeah, I think mine is also
But-
long deleted.
Oh, I
Somewhere
have
out
no
there.
way of deleting mine. It is like 3 emails old, and I have no access to like anything that would let me connect to it.
Oh yeah.
So it's there. Whether I want it to be or not, it's there.
Oh goodness.
Forever. Let me see. What can I bring up of
Yeah.
old art?
I think in terms of like my old online art, there's only two places I can. There's only two places that I think I could scrape them from. One is from my Roblox account, because in Roblox you could upload images as decals, and then like the number that's like in the URL of that decal, you could paste that into like there's like a graffiti item in the game, and if you like you could input like the URL to spray whatever image you want in the game. So I would just post my art in the Roblox decals, and yeah,
That's very cool.
I dare not expose my Roblox account. That is not something I will be doing. No.
Very fair.
Yeah, and I think the other place that my art from like maybe 7 to 5 years ago might be is there's this stream that I used to be like a real regular of, and I'm not anymore for reasons, not terrible reasons on their part or anything, but just for reasons. And I definitely was posting in
All
the
caught up
Discord.
to you.
Yeah.
I definitely understand.
Mhm,
Yeah.
yeah. I was posting my artwork in that Discord. A lot of my older high school era stuff. And I don't know. Like one, I don't know if there's like a how do I say? Like some Discords have a thing where like, hey, X just joined the server. Say hi to X,
Yeah.
and I am cautious of I'm cautious of maybe my name still being recognized there.
No.
Yeah. But
Oh,
I
get that feeling.
yeah, I'd still take the risk, but also like the Discord invite link I don't think is super accessible. Like I'd probably need to like go into their offline chat and do the command, but I don't want anyone finding me snooping. And also, I don't know, it's been forever. Like that server might have been long restructured. Channels might have been like remade, because that was like a while ago, like a good while ago. I think like that was like
I am.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I think that period of time was around 2015 to 2016 to like early 2019. Yeah. Or maybe late 2018. So, good while ago.
There's definitely some fandoms that I am very much no longer a part of,
Mm-hmm.
and but I still have like some really close friends from them.
Oh yeah.
And it's just a matter of like we don't talk about those times.
Yeah.
No.
Totally get it. Yeah.
It's just like we all have like a quiet agreement of like we don't talk about those times. We just warn each other if we see somebody from those old places that we ran away from.
Yes. I
Being on the
yeah.
internet when you're younger is
Yeah. very much
is a
so.
treacherous thing, and
Yeah.
so I definitely feel much more comfortable on my stream now that I've officially put up the like, no, this is an 18 and over space. It's like we're not lewd or anything. It's just this is I don't want to take care like I wouldn't want to be worried about someone that was like me when I was 16 or something like that being in a space where it's just not set
Yeah.
up to like make sure that those spaces are cool.
Yes. Yes.
Like, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's important.
yeah, absolutely. That was definitely a big reason as to why my stay in that community was not sustainable.
Yeah.
I've always been the little shrimp in the circles I've occupied online, and that was the same back then. And I was insanely way dumber back then.
Well, yeah, because you were like a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You were a child.
yeah,
It's one of those things of like when you look back and you're like, oh, I was so stupid back then. It's like, yeah, because you were like what, 15, 16? That's the time to be stupid. That's it. That's the
Yeah.
time.
yeah. And oh wait, hold on.
I'm actually finding a bunch of really, really old art for you. This is how much I like y'all, that I'm getting out the real old shit that I'm finding. I'm digging the mines.
I'm very excited.
It is some stuff from even high school, which is
Oh,
just
damn.
wild to me. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back, back again.
Welcome back.
Wow.
Yeah. So right now I'm just looking for some old art. Pull up as reference. I'm doing if y'all have any to share, just be sure to drop them in the Discord. I'll just
Yeah.
yoink those up if you want.
To be honest, yeah, my art journey as it is fairly recent. Like
Yeah.
over the course of this year, I don't really have any stuff from when I was a lot younger, which
Yeah.
was the last time I really did art.
Ooh, what were you drawing as a little one?
Yeah.
Or like
Oh,
what
God.
medium?
I did have like really basic screenless bamboo tablet, like
Ooh,
Wacom
yeah.
bamboo, like yeah.
Yeah, bamboo.
That's probably still kicking around somewhere, but it's yeah. I didn't do very much because I immediately hit the issue, which was, yeah, this looks really great. Look at it again the next day. It doesn't look like a masterpiece, like all the things that I see. So I must be bad forever.
Yeah,
I'm never doing this again.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was chronically like that as a kid.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I was the fucking best artist of all time in elementary. I was like, I was drawing the most rudimentary ass dragons, and like, oh, this shit's so good. It doesn't get better than this. I wish I still had
I'm
that.
losing you a bit again.
Oh,
Come back.
am I?
Oh
How's it?
no! Did everything go red again?
Am I here?
Can you hear us, Losey?
Oh shit!
So sick.
God damn it! Hold on.
I hear you. You were a little bit in and out. I think you might be back now.
Am I? Is that good? No, they didn't hear me there.
Because you're screen sharing the music to us, maybe that would make it.
Yeah, maybe not screen sharing the music to us will
Okay, yeah. Let me
help your bit.
hold on. Let me rejoin. God damn it. The things we do for speech therapy. Darksass, welcome. Excuse me? Discord? Discord? Please? I cannot believe this. Oh,
Hello?
Oh,
hello.
hello.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello?
Y'all are gonna have
Okay.
to settle for no
I hear you.
music. I'm
Okay, I
sorry.
hear both of you.
It was
Yeah,
so dark.
welcome back.
It's not your
I
fault.
was so afraid.
So yeah.
It's
I mean,
okay.
Juno's
just-
dead, but that was gonna happen, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Hey,
Do be happening.
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Quit telling everybody I'm dead.
It's, you know what? Like, it's almost like I could still hear Juno sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they're right there.
Yeah. It was really. It's a tough way to go out. The meat grinder.
here.
The meat grinder accident.
Yeah. Oh my god. There was just, oh, you know, and it kind of ironic because they're a cowboy and then they just ended up as ground beef. And,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
nobody really saw it coming.
Yeah.
You thought we could predict it, but well.
Mhm.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh, god damn it. The meat grinder
No,
got,
not the meat
got him
grinder
again.
Oh, Juno.
It's
We
fine.
Goodness.
performed a necromancy rite. Are you back? Can you see us?
I'm back. I'm
Okay.
so
Oh,
cold.
Ugh.
Yeah, okay. I'm almost done pulling up some art.
Yeah.
I'm doing like
Oh yeah.
I'm doing like old iterations of character designs to their current iterations. So pulling up a few of them.
Yeah, I pulled up some very, very deep cuts that apparently still exist on the internet, and I have no way of taking
Ooh.
down. So let me get those.
Exciting.
Nice.
I did make sure to crop them to not have any potential
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
doxeroonies
Mhm.
of like dead names and stuff like that. But
Mhm. Let's see.
let's see. Let me. Okay, cool. I was like, I don't want to do each one.
Okay,
one,
yeah.
just do it in one.
Got a pretty comprehensive spread here.
And I can say what they are whenever you show them.
Yeah.
But you should go first. 'Cause your art's cool.
Alright, let me see if maybe screen sharing Clip Studio could be good for y'all. So that you can get real time.
Yeah.
Oh!
I feel I am
Whoa,
watching the
look at
stream
this,
though,
Ale.
so if you put it on there,
Oh yeah.
then
Could you like
Yeah.
gauge the delay for me? Like maybe say something and then mark or like count the seconds till you hear what you said or something?
yeah. Hold on, let me try.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Ale, don't freak out. This is your voice doing a thing so that you can count.
Exactly. Oh, is it a little? Is it a bit of an extended delay?
Oh yeah, that is a delay.
Oh, really?
Okay, it's about 20 seconds
Oh.
on my end, and I'm on PC. I'm on my desktop
And
right now, so that's the
yeah.
lowest delay for me.
Okay. Yeah. In that case, I should get y'all a screen share.
Okay.
Let me get this to y'all. I'll probably just drop the frame rate to 15. Not gonna be moving it much or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I still flinched a little bit when I heard
yeah.
like
So pulling up your work here.
I
And
forget how much deeper I sound than Juno. Only it's like,
oh, are you?
it's like Juno sounds more or less like at the same timbre than I do, and then I hear like us both speaking on a thing, and I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the jadedness with the world, really. Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can say what these little
So
pictures
I guess
are.
start from here. This.
Yeah, and then I can cover
Yeah.
the two photo painting
yeah.
ones. But yeah, no, in high school I was drawing all the time. A lot of drawings that I was doing.
Oh, something happened.
Okay, I can start with those ones. There we go. But yeah, in high school I was drawing all the time, and I used to do a lot of drawing and kind of writings with RP campaigns that I was a part of. And so, because we were in high school, of course, we had an RP campaign that had an Alice in Wonderland arc.
Yep.
And so we had our characters just kind of in there, but these were just like the little sketches I would do. And if I put it on DeviantArt, then I was somewhat proud of them.
Yeah. Was
And
this
I
on
can
DeviantArt?
definitely see like some of the Clamp influences on like the weird one sleeve on the white rabbit there, and like I think I gave him no shoes because I was just like, F it. I don't know. I had some weird design choices there. But I did a lot of pages like the one below where it's just like a full entire page of binder paper that I would fill up with a whole entire scene.
Oh,
Like
look
I
at
think
this.
that
Look
was
at this
just like
dinner
a
setting.
scene I either made up.
Look at this tea
Yeah.
party.
It was a little
Delightful.
tea party because
yeah.
our characters had the person running the RP and I were really into 21st Century Boys, which is a manga by the person who infamously made Monster, which I think has terrified a lot of people. 21st Century Boys is also terrifying, but a little bit more lighthearted. But yeah, our RP had a whole like childhood arc in it, and these were some of the characters in there. And then yeah, I just filled it up with stuff, and that was what I would do a lot of the time, was just like kind of spend a day making these huge illustrative pages and doing little writings next to them.
Yeah, this is
I kind of wish I had a bunch of them.
This is a lot of graphite.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's a lot of graphite. You're
Yeah,
down here.
yeah, my hands were like constantly gray in high school. Because I just this is how I spent most of my time. So like yeah, they were just constantly gray.
Yeah.
And then next to that is like one of my few rare forays into digital art,
Yeah.
where it was me drawing my two best friends from high school. One of them I actually do still have contact with. She's very lovely. And the other one I do not. He unfortunately did go missing quite a long time ago, but
Oh no.
we've made peace with that. Yeah. Our puppy dog, our Felix. We definitely still miss him, but it's been a long time and we found our peace. And I forgot that he had a kitten that looked exactly like what Prince does now until this drawing. So that's actually making me really happy.
Aw.
But yeah, so it's my friend. Well, actually, this will be funny. So my friend at the top there is June. Not Juno, but June. I seem to get a friend named June or Juno, like in any place that I go to. I have quite a few now. So Juno, you're
Interesting.
among a very elite group there.
If you don't have one,
and then
one
that's-
will be assigned to you.
Exactly. Like if I go
Oh.
was before I knew what furries were, I guess he was a dog furry, and I didn't really realize that. I was just like, oh yeah, you just like being a puppy dog man. Okay. I didn't question it.
Yeah.
And then that was me at the bottom, just being very sleepy like I always was. Even
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
this is very sweet. This is a
Yeah.
incredibly high school era for sure. Thank you for sharing. And,
Extremely. Like I looked at it and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, you can tell I did this in high school.
yeah, absolutely.
Like I tried so hard to color, and
Yeah.
then I was like, I don't know how shading works. Yay!
Yeah.
I think I tried to do shading, like you could kind of see the burn and smudge on
yeah.
the middle character there a little bit, and I
absolutely.
gave up apparently.
Yeah.
And then the paintings are one of the murals.
Yeah.
That was the biggest mural. So this one actually lived at the what's it called? The town hall in Phoenix for 2 weeks before they used it for graduation. The second picture is it in progress.
Oh right. Let me
With
get that
me
one as
standing
well.
in front of it for scale.
Oh,
Damn.
can I bring this up? Then?
Yeah.
You cool with that?
Yeah, because I'm pretty tiny in it. It's okay.
Got it.
Also, I cut out where you could actually like clearly read my old name.
Oh
You have
yeah.
to show-
Got it.
So there's like a
Brilliant.
whole bunch of pictures that I have of like the mural in use at different places, but it clearly has my name listed on there and it has a lot of doxing information. So I only put up these two pictures instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very, very big.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah, I had to use that platform to get most of the painting done, but there was some stuff that I had to like ask them to get me like that big sun in the corner. I had to just ask them, like, can you get me a ladder?
Yeah.
And they're like,
absolutely.
I don't know, but you might die on it. And I'm like, yeah, but also nobody else is working on this. So, like, do you want it done or not?
Yeah.
But yeah, I did that whole thing myself.
Hell yeah. Damn, really? That's
Lots of paint. Yeah.
this is
Little
like
Ollie
a,
was busy.
this is like a team effort. That is very cruel. Para,
Hi,
welcome.
Para.
To make one child do? Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was one of
Jesus.
those things that, like, it just felt like, oh, this is cool. Like, I get to spend, like,
Yeah.
some of my class time and stuff like that working on this giant thing.
Mhm, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And some of my after school time too. And I had nothing else to do. Like, I just,
Yeah.
so I was just like, all right.
Mhm. My school.
Favorite thing?
My school also had a mural thing. But it was definitely more than one student. I think it was like maybe 10-ish, around 10. And like I think they had like a dedicated one of their dedicated periods was just going out and painting on the side of this one of the buildings. Let me find it actually.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like photographed.
Yeah, but before I dropped out of art school, I used to do lots of art. And then I dropped out of art school.
Let me.
I didn't drop out, I transferred out. To say that I dropped out is kind of incorrect because I was, at first, I tried to go into the biomedical engineering program at the school I transferred into. And I was on track to do that for a year. I was working with the school, or the college specifically of the school that I went to, of that program to get my credits where they needed to be, because obviously in art school you don't do a lot of the math and science you need
Yeah.
for a biomedical engineering degree. Surprise, surprise. I really wanted to work on prosthetics more than anything. I wanted to work on prosthetic materials and get into material science to make more affordable prosthetic materials. But then my health tanked, and I actually would not be able to finish the degree unless I stayed at school to complete it for 8 years, was the estimate,
Ooh.
because of the health stuff that I had to deal with. So I transferred to an English degree so that I could finish much sooner than that, and just have an easier time at school. And that's when I did my focus on Pulp Fiction and film noir, with a minor in lighting design for theater.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell
So yeah, I like doing all sorts of things.
So many
Yeah,
things.
yeah, Para. Like basically, it's like, oh, what is your trajectory for during college? I'm like, you got 5 minutes for me to say.
You got an hour?
Yeah.
You got an hour?
Ollie, you
Yeah,
you
so
continue.
I definitely have experience in a lot of areas.
You continue to be a very storied individual.
Yeah, I live a lot of life.
Let me. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
This is
it
fine.
would have been worth it, but at the same time, like, it just, the circumstances that I would have been under at that time, and some of the circumstances of that time as well, being vague on purpose, just made it not
Yeah.
not viable. And more than anything, I just need to finish my degree and get independent as quickly as possible, financially independent as quickly as possible. So
Absolutely.
English degree service that the best. I did also train to be an ESL teacher, because there was a while where I was going to
Ooh.
try to teach English in Japan, and then my university poached me before I graduated, because they were like, actually, we want you to work in our international office instead. Could you do that like the day after you graduate for full-time salary? And I'm like, yeah, okay. I would like to not look for a job, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. That's beautiful.
Yeah, this
okay,
is,
let's take you talk. Oh,
Yeah.
shut me up now.
Let's see. I don't have super much to say about this one. I certainly was not involved in this, but they got a lot of art students, and I think I forget what period it was, like around middle of the school day or something. They're just having them out, paint this whole thing. This is like very much in progress. I think like definitely missing a good bit on the right here, missing some on the left. But yeah, basically kind
It's
of like
still
this.
so beautiful, though.
Yeah, I think there's like some sort of movement at the high school where they're like we should spruce some of the walls up with a couple murals, and I think there's, off the top of my head, there's like 3 of them. This is like probably the most. Wait, no, I think there's a 4th one as well, but this is well after. I could yoink this one as well. This is like, I've not seen this one because it's like definitely like a new thing. Let me get a good image of this. I'm also trying to make sure, like, because the name of my school is a little generic and there might be multiple of these, so I think this is it. Yeah, this has to be it. Okay, yeah, this is it. That is way too many.
Mine, there was like a poster that said the name of my high school, and it's like, it's generic, but
Yeah.
let me just make sure to not. It's probably best not to.
This image.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. There's way too many Asian Americans here for it to not be my school. So. There, look at this.
So it's a school in Southern California.
Yeah, very much so.
One of the
that is
thousands
all
of
of them.
schools in
Yes. Got the lions, the lions lion dance helmets.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Oh, I see you have a folklorico dancer too.
Yeah.
The person in the green dress.
Oh, cool.
Oh, this.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
traditional Mexican
Yeah.
dancing.
Nice.
SoCal, very much a hotspot for Asian and Mexican
Mexicans,
immigrants.
yeah.
Very much so. Well, that's like I've said
They
this
love
before.
it there.
Yeah. I've said this before. Like
Oh, no.
in my elementary, I only know like 2 or 3 other students who are white, which is fucking crazy. So yeah, that's to that, if that paints a picture for you to like how the pie chart of demographics for these schools was. White people were few and far between, other than the faculty.
Fair.
So yeah, let me pull up your stuff, Juno.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
Juno art.
Ooh,
this is just
no order?
over like the course of the year. Sort of no order. I mean, I can go through.
okay, yeah.
Like,
Let me just pull all of these up then.
Yeah. It's mostly oldest to most recent.
This one's classic.
Yeah. I thought I'd put that one on there.
Yeah. Oh, Discord, please. Oh,
Discord.
I didn't know this is a little Newt fan art. Delightful.
Oh yeah, that was for Art Fight.
Oh. I've
So
never
that's
done
basically
that.
like I was like drawing stuff before and like doodling and like doing some art, but I only started doing digital art again kind of over the summer.
Yeah.
A bit over like the spring and summer, and
God, these are
sorry, yeah, they're
tremendous.
massive.
Goddamn.
I am not good at like sizing them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no problem.
I'm just like, yep, okay,
Yeah.
we're exporting, done, nice.
Yeah. For me, there's like
API, what's that?
for me, there's like 2 big things in terms of like what resolution to work at. One is like
Yeah.
one is like if oftentimes I'm already drawing a thing, but then I realize, oh, I need way more space, and usually it's the dimensions of a piece I work on is determined
Yeah.
by the completed subject, and then I just crop the resolution around them in a way that is like that's suitable. So that's a big factor, and the other big factor is like the relationship between the resolution and the brush, because like it's not like if you're working at like a 10 pixel brush, that's like pretty standard, but
Yeah.
if you like double the resolution and double and double the brush size, it's like a different texture to the brush now. It's like it's not like it's just the image is
Yeah.
bigger. It's that the texture is different. And some brushes are are actually just straight up not really meant to be used too big, because like, how do I say, like let's see, we got like the scrungle brushes here.
Oh yeah.
It looks pretty silly at like a high resolution, because it's like, or maybe let me find a good example, like
Is this just
this.
like
Oh,
a
yeah.
plan
Yeah, right.
of like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like all of the weird like artifacting on the edges is very much meant for a smaller resolution. So like a 10 size is like much more comfy for a brush
Yeah.
like this. So yeah, for me
That's
those
kind
are
of
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
I
like
definitely
the-
found that like as I was going,
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely.
but yeah,
Got 4 more to pull up.
yeah, they might be huge. Yeah, there we go.
Our lad, our good lad.
Yeah, it's Ro.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just kind of like pulled ones that I was particularly proud of at the time, or like, and or still are pretty
Nice.
proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a good
it's
roll.
kind of yeah. it's I'm trying really hard to like get into a mindset of like not putting value judgment on my
Yeah.
art, because I definitely do that all the time with my music, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
something I want to unlearn as well. And
Yeah.
I'm sort of like, if I can do it parallel here in this sort of like getting back into doing art properly journey that I'm doing, then maybe it'll help. But yeah, I'm just sort of like trying to like appreciate and enjoy like the stuff I make for what it is.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Yes.
So it's kind of nice like looking back at like the stuff that I've been making over this year, because I mean it's only been like half a year maybe, and I feel like I've not changed a lot, but like I have at the same time. Like I feel like my understanding's a lot better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just sort of draw stuff that makes me happy, and yeah, it kind of just started with the art fight thing, and spiraled from there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
we go.
Look at us.
Beef solidarity, yeah.
Beefs.
Beefs.
And then this one. Look at that.
Yeah, so that was my first art fight piece of Newt's, and I was like, okay, I don't want to like get a really complicated character for my
yeah.
first one that I do and like really get in my own head about it, so I'll pick a simple but really cool one.
Yeah.
Which you know,
Little ant.
I mean, shout out to Newt.
Yeah, for
honestly,
being
but-
an ant, it's a very distinct for being an ant and being made of like basically for being like basically shape tool made out of shape
Yeah.
tool. It's very distinct.
It is.
Like the
They
segments.
do a great
and,
job
like,
at
the-
just like
yeah.
communicating like so much just with the shape
Thanks,
of it.
ants.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks, ants.
Newt, that's
Ants.
great art.
Yeah.
Our
And then I was
little-
just kind of like, yeah, I want to use I
Yeah.
want to do something with Fury someday. Maybe like
Ooh,
play them
okay.
in a TTRPG, or like do some kind of comic about them, because it was basically
Yeah.
inspired by like Dupes, little guy. Was it Nixian? I think I can't remember, but the like
Ooh.
cool fucking griffin character that like sews up tears in reality, and I was just like, oh, that's so cool. I should start
Actually,
making
like-
OCs again.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
always be
So
having
they're
those
like a
C's.
show. Yeah,
Always
I-
be making OCs.
yeah. And then speaking of, I don't know if I did this for any particular occasion, but I just wanted to make fan art for Sunken Valley, like,
Yeah.
and it just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
I really
He's
Very
best
good.
boy.
Well
how
done.
Yeah. I
Our
think this
best
is like
boy.
the first one that I felt like, oh, I feel like I've really got like a good little proportion kind of style
Yeah.
here. Like,
Yeah,
it's not too
And the
realistic.
layout
but,
is
like,
really
everything
nice
works.
too.
yeah.
Thank
And the
you.
palette. Yeah.
Yeah, I
All
did like kind of
composition
go.
going
Thanks.
on.
Yeah. I did like color pick a lot just to start with from the like Dupes reference art, and then kind of adjusted a few things to work together a bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah,
The
Great
best
work.
artist steal.
yes.
Yeah,
Precisely
all the
so.
time.
This is
baby.
this is the
Yeah.
truth.
Whatever you
Color
do,
picking is good,
whatever
actually.
you do, don't give Sage your teeth.
Yeah.
You'll know. You
It's
don't
too
know what
late.
she does with them.
It's too late. Your
Too
teeth
late.
are already gone. Check your
They've
mouth.
already got 'em.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Not there
Nope.
anymore.
She's got them. Yep.
Oh fuck.
And she deserves them.
She already got them.
But yeah,
So crafty.
decided to try for the Dudathon doodles because
Yeah.
obviously that's where I've been doing a lot of my art recently.
Yeah.
I just randomly, spontaneously decided, hey, I've never done any kind of foreshortening or like proper proportion work ever in my life.
Yeah.
What if I just do it in this 30-minute timed segment for a piece that someone has like been very kind and given
Yeah.
money for? And I was just like, well, sure. I think it
Did
turned
you
out really
ever-
good.
Yeah.
Did you send out the prints?
I haven't
Support.
managed to yet, but I
Okay.
literally like I'm getting all the postage and everything together. There's been a whole thing because like we've got some folks in Canada and the Canadian postal office is having a big old union strike.
Oh,
which
yeah, yeah,
is great, but it means
absolutely.
I can't post anything to them and. Yeah, my aim is to like get them posted before the new year, but like might be just after Christmas, just to
No, no.
avoid all of
You could-
the
you could-
craziness.
I forgot if I needed to bug you for one or not. But you can DM me.
You could be
I
a
will DM you, I
Scabalot, you know.
Okay. I forgot.
They'll understand.
I forgot to like check it about
Just
that. I
scab
just
about
kept
it.
hearing about them. Like,
Yeah, just
oh,
Scabalot it.
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh wait.
No, I have a list of everyone. I just need to get everybody's addresses of like who won it.
Yeah.
But yes, I got
So that you
I
can
gotta,
track us all down and
Yeah.
destroy us on a.
Yeah, I'm coming to Ohio with, and I have a sword to destroy you. Whatever. Yeah,
We got.
Oh,
we got
sweet.
A
I'm nowhere near
Kyrillus.
Ohio, so that works out just fine.
great.
I drew.
Yeah,
I drew
this
this
is-
character not long ago for a commission.
Hell yeah! Echo.
Yeah.
This is really fun. This is literally just the most recent art that I've like finished
Yeah.
that I can share.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy with it. I like how I enjoy blending. I enjoy blending. It's very therapeutic, and I'm worried. I always get worried, like I'm probably just fucking over blending everything in. But I love a good gradient, so I'm just kind of having fun with it and testing the limits. And
Yeah.
I quite like how this came out.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the best way to learn.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like not just going like, okay, how do I do this right the first time, but just doing it. Just
Yeah.
doing it and going like, oh, I like this, and then like trying something different the next time, going, ooh, I like this better. Like when I was painting watercoloring space yesterday, I did it completely different from the way that I did it like a month ago, and I don't even know if I liked it better, but it was just different, and I was like, oh, this was fun. This was very fun. I didn't know that I could make watercolors do this. And that was the one that I didn't share. That's the secret one. It's not secret. It's just surprise for whenever those bottles all get shared later
Yeah.
on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
this.
everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Look at this creature.
Now this
It's bunny.
This is Glamour from the Monster of the Week campaign that Laz is running, and also Ghosts in it, and Renee, and Wire Mouse, and Calvi, and Hollis was in it, but they. Splasher! There's a raid! Soggy!
Hi.
Hello.
Oh no! Why are you all soggy?
Why are we soggy?
Oh,
I
they bring
see.
themselves out at the door.
I see.
Oh goodness!
We have visitors.
We're in the
Oh, I'm gonna
salt
go.
zone.
I'm gonna go get some
Hey.
tea for you all. God
Hello.
damn it! You're all so. You're gonna get colds.
Welcome,
Hi.
Splash.
Hi.
Thank you for raiding.
Hello.
We got we got Elix. We got Dupe, Sen, Kyrillus, Splash, Cammy, Astral. Welcome. Hello. We're having a rather therapeutic session of speech today.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
so it's
me
only
giving everyone-
Splasha that's
Welcome
that's
back.
soggy. Okay.
You
Okay,
made
so
Splasha
only
soggy.
Splasha will get a nice warm fluffy Talon tea. The rest of you
Yeah.
can go sit and think about what you did about making Splasha soggy.
Oh,
Good
what happened?
job.
Give Sage your teeth.
Splash. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, is that the rare one? Oh.
Yeah. There's two rare ones. Yeah, the beef is one of them.
That.
Globso,
Yes.
you give my
Can't
son
think
back.
of a better person.
Welcome,
to give
Globso.
it to it. Yes.
Hi, Globso. Hi, Splash.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Y'all
Yeah.
missed ancient arts from.
Oh no, it's right here actually.
Yeah,
It's still here.
show
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Here's some ancient high school arts from Baby Ale
Yeah.
ancient texts.
Look at
from
these.
500 years ago when I used to draw art and thought I was going to be an illustrator and then took a very long break from art. And then there's the big old murals I got commissioned
Oh yeah.
to paint, or one of them anyways. That one's a bigger one.
Yeah.
And the Baby Ale.
Yeah.
Whew.
And a baby.
Little Ollie over there.
Baby Ale.
Were you like the
Ollie.
same height as you are now in this?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I am. That was
Consistency.
the most I ever grew. I stopped growing about 5 years before that picture was taken. I
got
like
it.
shot up all at once between 10 and 12, and then my body was like,
Damn.
job's done.
It's
Yeah.
very fun.
I've hit a nice.
That's not
solid
even mini
plateau
Ale.
of
That's just
5'3".
that's just meat-sized Ale now.
Baby Ale, same size as
Yeah, tree big. They
Wow.
just splash. How dare you? How
Splash.
dare
That's
you.
that's
Rookie
a
form. There
that's
we
a
go.
fucked up thing to say. Splash. Well done.
Splash. Rookie form. Ale.
fucking diabolical.
Pre-Digi-Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some stuff from Juno. We're just talking about art today.
Yeah, the notebook lines. Yeah, I used to fill up whole entire notebook pages with just big giant sketches. And I was telling Juno and Lovesick, my hands were like constantly gray in high school because I just always use pencil all the time. Absolutely want to see Artak.
And yeah, Dupe, it's your son. It's your boy.
Yeah. It's your boy.
Yeah. But yeah. This smile.
Oh yeah, please splash.
I think-
Please do share.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
Shall I wait?
Juno,
I'll wait until after the art text.
Oh.
Or shall I? What?
Yeah.
if y'all want to vamp, I have a piece of watermelon to finish, and I don't want it to get dried out.
Okay. Yeah,
Well,
I'll let you.
not
I'll
that.
buy you time. I'll
Thank
buy
you,
you time.
thank you.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
hold on.
So yeah,
I can talk a bit about glamour if you want. That'll
there you
take
go.
up time.
Yeah,
Hell
tell
yeah.
me, who is Glamour? Tell me, who
Who
is this
knows?
Glamour?
Who
Are
fucking-
they a bunny rabbit?
So they're like a
Or-
weird. They're kind of like if they're basically an embodiment of the rabbit that lives on the moon and makes mochi and that kind of like particular thing. But they're also an embodiment of G.
Gee?
Yeah. They're also kind of an embodiment of like rabbits in folklores and like human stories and things. Basically, me and Laz had a whole thing when they asked me to jump in and join the campaign, and it was incredibly fun and just coming up with
Very
like
cool.
this particular corner of their world. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to like create a creature
Yeah.
that was also kind of like celestial, but also fucking weird.
Mhm.
But we got art text now. I want to see the art.
Oh yeah.
So they're mostly
see
just a
Splash.
little guy.
They're just a little guy, and
Oh,
but they're
two.
also kind of fucked up actually.
Oh, is that 3 splash?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on. Links on
Four.
OBS are like a little annoying
Four.
because you have to like it pops you to the browser and you have to go back to OBS and then just click on them repeatedly.
Yeah,
we
Globe, so
go.
you can bite me a little. I just kind of assumed that you're like a stray cat that comes in and just bites because that's how you know how to express emotions the best. Which honestly I respect because if I could get away with it, I would bite more people
Oh,
as
this
well.
Yeah.
is a Hollis.
Oh yeah, it's a little Hollis.
Hollis' little dino buddy. And
Yeah.
I don't recognize this last individual, I'm afraid. Okay.
Oh, that's such a cute little Kate.
There we go. Wait, 4? Is that 4?
Oh,
is there
yeah,
a
that was the
fourth?
fourth one.
Okay, I missed one.
Which
Yeah.
one? It's a bunny merman.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, the Cami Slaw.
There we go.
I have no idea about the rabbit fish wizard
It's a
Gandalf
wizard.
Naturals, but
It's a new
That's it.
OC that we invented. Oh, it's
what's
a
the
wizard.
name? A wizard.
A
Interesting.
wizard.
This is
That's-
wow.
Can I offer some potential names? Maybe wise old Salmon?
Salmonella.
No,
Oh,
this is the reference I was going for.
Salmonella the white boy.
Wizard and a Playboy. Oh, okay. So somebody that's like a little. Okay, so maybe let's see, what's a good fish pun?
Ugh.
I mean, they got the fishnets on.
Okay, well, I made Nick's laugh already. Salmon. Yeah, there we go. You got it in one with the spelling too.
If
Fantastic.
there were a salmon Digimon, it would look not far off from this. So I think Salmon is correct.
This has
Salmon.
Neopets
Yeah.
energy. I'm gonna say it.
Oh yeah,
It's got
absolutely, yeah, absolutely. If you like render in like really shitty clip art style, yeah, for sure.
Salmon
Fantastic.
I really
Grundy.
like it.
Born on
I love.
The fool. Look at that. Just a
Yeah.
sloth.
Oh, or
Going
if you
by.
want one that's a little less of a grab, Murfin.
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 It's Murfin time.
Mm.
That's his cat.
Good old Wizard Murfin.
It's Murfin time.
There you go, Splash.
This is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. Look at that. The viewer count is dropping as we speak.
Splash,
Sloth.
Splash, great work today.
I was gonna do.
Fantastic work today. Well done.
Splash, you did amazing.
Yes.
Get so supported. We love you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think is that all for
plus.
y'all?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Those are our
It's
arts.
my turn now to do an
Yeah.
art share.
Yeah.
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 Fuck.
Let's go.
God damn it. God damn it. Okay.
No, we gave you
Alrighty.
time to vamp. You gotta be ready. This is showbiz, kid.
Okay.
This is
So
the
that-
time
yeah.
to step up.
Finish your watermelon.
Step up and
Let's
get
go.
going.
Let's wrap it up.
So I got 6 ready to go.
Chop chop. Come on.
Yeah, these are basic. Okay, so these are 2 characters and how their designs have been adjusted over the time. So this is from 4.5 years ago. This is absolutely not how I would draw something right now, but it's certainly how I drew back then. And there's like you could see shades of my personal stylings, I think, in this, but there's a real, how do I say, there's a real indiscriminate sloppy jaggedness to it, I think. And I also didn't know how to draw arms, so it's just 2Bs all around.
Hell
And
yeah, two
yeah,
bees.
shape background, just a background of whatever bullshit shape I want to come up with. Check.
Yeah.
Foreshortening, check. Cell shading, check. Trying to do folds on clothes, check. It's like
Yeah.
a lot of my bullshit is in fact still here this early on. And this is Pito's much older design. This is like the 2nd or 3rd iteration that I had for her. Yeah, this is way long ago. Like let me find the exact date actually.
Bad, though.
Thank you.
I love Speedo.
Let me find the exact date that this is from, because it's somewhere here. Okay. I'm hiding my screen. July 18th, 2020. So a good while ago.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah.
Like, it's like the thing, like, people are
Like this art is very cool, but your style and your techniques have definitely evolved like
Thank you.
so much since then.
Thank you,
yeah.
thank you. Yeah, it's like the thing that artists say. It's like a thing, you know, like when artists would like do this thing we're doing, where they would just compare their older art with the newer art, and
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. This feels long. This feels longer than 4.5 years ago. Like 4.5 to like where I am now is like a pretty steady improvement, I think. And yeah, because a
To
lot
be
of
fair, the last 4 years
Yeah.
have felt weirdly timed for everybody. I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
They got a little. Yeah.
oh yeah.
I'm not sure why. Maybe something global happened, but I'm not sure. I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure. I'll figure it out one day.
yeah, who can
But
say?
yeah, continue what you were saying, Lovesick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think how do I say? like at this point in time, like around middle of 2020, when I was drawing this, I did not expect to be that much better in 4 years, and I am much better right now, which is interesting to see.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't have I'm not a formal training, a formal art education haver. Everything I do is just to my taste and to my own personal metric of what I think I want to draw, and it's really just me figuring out my own shit with all of how I do art, and like a very difficult process to communicate, and I'd probably be a bad art teacher because of it, because I'm only learning how to draw how I want to. And if I were to teach people art, like it'd definitely be pretty unorthodox, like just be like it'd be like very what's the word?
Maybe very Socratic method of just like, I don't know, what do you think is cool?
Kind of, yeah. Like it'd be
yeah.
A lot of it would just be
that
very
could be rad.
A lot of it would just be like talking about my own, like just parsing my own observations about like what I like about my art and what about other people's art, and like just like figuring out those like responses that your brain has to art that you are receptive to, and just like figuring out those preferences.
And that's very valuable because I mean, that's not like, it may sound simple enough, but it's a skill to be able to do that. Like, it's hard to know exactly what it is that you really like.
Yeah. It's like
and it takes a while to develop that sense of like taste and just like favorite aesthetics even. For sure.
Thank you. It's what was it? What was I gonna say? It's like the thing of like true enlightenment need not be shared, which sounds insanely fucking pretentious, but it's like
no, I get what you mean.
No, we get it.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like all of my art and all the improvement I've made with my art is just observation to my own taste and to my own like perspective, and just like it's a very nebulous thing to grasp at, which is why I think it would be difficult to teach. But it's
I find that
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. I feel very similarly about music, so I'm nodding my head very much.
Yeah, I bet music might even be more so, given it's literally just sounds that your brain has to receive, and you have to glean meaning from it, instead of like, because with art, there's like you could do fundamentals, you could pull up tutorials and shit, but like with music, it's like all to your feeling.
Yeah, but there's also like a lot of theory to it. And
Exactly,
let me know
Splash.
if you want to continue talking
Go
about
on.
the art stuff. But I won't go on
absolutely,
a huge tangent. But yeah, there is definitely fundamentals to it. Like when I first learned music, not like when I was a kid, not like my first introduction to like literally music and singing and stuff. But I basically would have like this dual thing of, I would be going to piano lessons and learning like classical music theory and playing, just reading notation and everything. And then the other side of that is I'm sat in the car with my mum, who has an amazing singing voice and has sung at like folk clubs all her life and like has constantly like performed and stuff. And she's never really like, folk songs and things that get like passed down like through just listening and memory and learning harmony and how like to harmonize with her. So like just if people don't know the word, like what harmony is, it's I think we talked about it when you were making your song for the little video. It's like the colors of music. It's when you stack different notes on top of each other to make a chord. So like two different notes, but they sound really good together basically. And I just learnt that by ear singing with my mum in the car, and it's like there's this very like structured, like theoretical, like, okay, this is a note, there's however many tones, semitones between each note and in a scale or whatever, and all of these like academic terms that a lot of the time come from Western, like European kind of like traditions around music. And then there's this very like kind of, I guess it's woven in, there's like almost like an oral history and like a folk history, and like having that kind of background to it of like just feeling and like sharing knowledge through just doing it, of like you're not going to learn this song by sitting and reading it in a book. You're going to sing it, you're going to hear people around you sing it, and you're going to sing it with them and learn the words and the notes and everything from there. And so there's so many different approaches to making and learning like music and things like that, and I can definitely see it like in the way that we've been talking about art as well. Anyway, I'm rambling, I'm stopping now.
No, that was very informative.
Good.
That's a very educational perspective.
And harmonizing is
Cammy's
fun.
right as well.
Yeah, like harmonizing is just so much fun to do. Like when I sing, there's a lot of times that I like singing along with music, just because I like trying to match with the singers, not necessarily like copy their voices, but like make a sound that complements whatever their voices are. In some ways, it's almost, I don't want to say it's easier, because harmonizing does take a lot of practice to like get down right, and you do have to like really train your ear up and things like that too. But it is slightly easier than trying to copy a voice completely, I feel like, because I think that's also because I listen to a lot of very like power vocal heavy singers, and so like trying to copy them is like it's a dedicated effort to try to copy their stylings, as opposed to like if I just harmonize with them, then I don't have to like belt it out quite as hard.
Yeah, no, that's basically how I learned with my mum. Like she would say, like we would just sing the songs together in the car or whatever it was, like folk songs or like just random, stuff. A lot of Eddie Reader, who was in a Simply Red. If you know that band, you might not.
Simply Red.
That's fine if you don't. But like they were like fairly big in the 90s, I think, kind of, and she was like the main singer in there, I think. Could be talking out my ass. Anyway, we'd be singing along, and my mum would suddenly jump up and sing a harmony, and I would be singing the main tune. I'd be like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing? Well, I wouldn't say that because I was 7, but I'd hear that, and then she'd explain to me what she was doing and like how to find it, and then I would copy her and sing what she was singing, and then she would jump up to like the next harmony note up, and so we'd have like a 3-part harmony with like the song going on underneath. And that's sort of like learning how to do that, I think, at quite a young age has made it seem very like natural to me, so I'm very lucky. But it's a really hard skill to learn. It's like it feels like learning another language almost, of like anyway, sorry, music tangent over. I would like to see the babies, the Speedos.
Show me the babies, the art babies.
Yeah, and I guess
would
like
to see the art babies.
Yes.
Sorry.
So here's my buddy.
Yeah.
And this is 4 years, 4.5. Wait, no, 3.5.
They've evolved.
4.5. No, this is 4.5 years ago. Yeah. Okay. And this is the redesign This is like the very intensive redesign period that I had like a year ago. I think this is a year ago actually. It's weird that it was a year ago because I felt not.
I think I remember seeing
not a
this
while
art.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did this on stream, so August 2013, more than a year ago. What the fuck? So yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. With this redesign, there's like things about their design that have always been bothersome to me that I really tried to rectify, and I mean I'm still drawing them like this, so pretty successful, I think. There's still
Yeah.
some stuff I'm very down to iron out, but overall pretty happy. Like what do I say? Like
I love the shoulder cape.
yeah, thank you. It's a very weird shape, but it kind of comes together elegantly. So let's see. I guess a big problem I had with this cloak, like this kind of cloak that they had before, was that how do I say? Like with my designs, I prefer that I understand them on like a almost like a 3-dimensional level. Because otherwise, there's going to be points where you're just doing guesswork, and you're not going to be confident in certain like points of intersection of the design, like where parts connect and such. So yeah, like a problem I had with this kind of cloak was that it's a cloak, so it has like it's like 2 parts. Like there's this slit that comes down. And I guess the problem I had with it was that like I could never really quantify how these feed into their color here. So to rectify that, I made it instead of like the color being like how do I say? The collar here is like folded down, right? It's got like this like hard edge underneath, and here it's kind of just like a cylinder going up with like this like softer line. That's less so to imply that like it's like a flap. It's not like a flap. It's like if it were a flap, it'd be like like this. But this is just there to imply that that's like the base of the cylinder, and it's soft because it's not like it's just a part of the cloak.
Kind of turtleneck vibes.
Yeah, like a turtleneck.
Yeah.
And their cloak here, I was like another huge problem I had with the cloak was that making their arms do things with this cloak in the way, and having to deal with the cloak, like the cloak became just a tremendous nuisance. Like dealing with it when their arms are foreshortened, or like the cloak like the cloak obscuring like all the construction I did, and like making that effort feel a little. It felt like a big missed opportunity, just having this cloak just obstruct everything and be annoying. So instead, I gave them this fucking weird new thing, where it's like
a half cape kind of.
Yeah,
but
it's a really weird shape, but it works a lot better somehow. It's like let me try to redline it. Does redlining look good here? But maybe blue lining, maybe cyan lining, maybe
I'm trying to remember the name for this
magenta?
type of,
yellow.
because this is a very specific type of it's not a shawl. It is like a type of cape, but there is like a name for this kind of thing. Because it's a little bit military, right? Like
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It does have that sort of look.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I think the big help with this cloak was that like it stops here, and there's this flap that is pinned up. Without this this pin, the flap would be like this, right? It'd be like another triangle cascading down. And the white outline really does a lot to help here. Helps read. And
It would be so sloppy.
yeah.
It would just be unforgivable. It would be,
yeah, so their cloak is like it's a really weird thing going on here, but it was a whole
It's cool.
process.
I mean, I would love wearing that cloak,
thank
to
you.
be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I love asymmetrical, the covers. I was about to say toppings, and I'm like, that's not the correct term.
Asymmetrical toppings. It's when the
No,
pepperoni's
I'm-
on one side.
It's when I'm
pineapple
all
on the
left
other.
side, none beef.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I was gonna refer to that, but I
Non-pizza
didn't know if that was in your vernacular or not.
Yeah.
It sure is.
No, I was there. I was there when it was first made. 80 years ago. They called it the meat
Oh,
cream.
Discord? Okay, yeah.
Sure, Grandpa. Let's get you to bed.
Really going through it today, huh?
There was room on the door, and I just said, I was like, "Fuck you,"
Yeah.
and took the whole thing.
Mhm.
Huh?
Yeah, and what was it?
Titanic show.
So this little flap,
Never let go.
I'm quite happy with this little flap. One, it like justifies most of their upper body and arms being not exposed, or being exposed, because that's a problem that this had. It's like
Yeah.
it's like the I guess it's kind of a design trope, like the indie character that's just wearing a big cloak that covers their arms. That's been quite a thing in the last 10 years, right?
Oh yeah.
And
I mean,
yeah, that absolutely can work, but like with how I draw and with how I do a lot of like foreshortening and hand stuff with my little doodles, was quite an issue. So yeah, this
yeah.
little
I mean, I'm thinking Stars in Stars in Time. 'cause
Yeah,
I know,
absolutely.
I don't know.
you got
I'm
you got
pretty
that
spoiler free, but yeah.
you got that you got Journey, you got Gree,
Oh yeah.
you got way too many cloak havers, and not a bad thing of course, but with how I draw it was quite
We need more
sore.
cloaks, though. Like, we just need more cloaks in
Yeah.
the world.
We need more cloak diversity.
Yeah, I would love to be wearing a cloak like outside. That'd be sick.
Hi, Ernesto.
Welcome, Ernesto.
One of my favorite local fashion designers does have some cloaks, and it's like, okay, when I finally have a salary again,
Yeah.
they have like
Exciting.
a bunch of cloaks and tunics that look really cool and not like just. I mean, no offense to Ren Fair garb, but like sometimes that stuff looks a little too costumey. But this actually looks like no. This is like if we decided that this was a style we were bringing back, and this is a very good rendition of it.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, they have little like capelets and tunics, and I have a bunch of their jackets and sweaters already. And the quality is awesome. It's like all super, super, super embroidered, and it's just it's beautiful. It's whenever I wear any of the pieces, I get stopped on the street, and they're just like, "What? Where is that?" Like it's just like, I've joked to the person
Yeah.
before of like, "I'm your volunteer street team," because like literally I can't walk around without people like asking me like, "Where did you get that?" And I'm like, "Well."
Yeah.
You didn't hear this from me, kid, but
You didn't hear this from me, except it's Morning Witch will hook you up.
yeah.
I love that, like, of all the New York accents I hear people try to do on Twitch all the time for bits, I probably have the worst one, despite the fact that I have the closest proximity to the source material.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
can't do it. I just can't frickin' do it.
So this
It's
is
a hard accent.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I love a good
Not
transatlantic kind of noir film.
It's me, apparently.
So
Hey.
this is basically the shape of their cloak now. This is what it looks like without them in it.
Ah.
Yeah. Really, it was a really wild. Well, someone helped me with this actually. It was was it Dupe? It might have been Dupe. Because when I was redesigning them last year, I was really trying to figure out how do I have them wear a cloak that isn't obstructing their entire upper body. And I think Dupe said something about someone said something about having a section of it being pinned up to the shoulder or something. And yeah, I think it's pretty good.
I think
there's
it's
also
very good.
yeah. Oh, this is
It
also
looks very nice.
thank you. This is a detail that I've not brought up about these designs, but let me bring it up.
It's also a good way to add color
Yeah.
as well, like a little pop of color.
Yes, very much so. Let me. Where is
Oh,
it?
the color.
Where is he? There he is.
I also love the Palestine flag colors too, just in general.
Oh yeah.
Like in general, and then also because for Palestine as well. Like probably I don't know if that was the intention there, but
Oh.
it's a very very good color scheme. Yeah,
It is.
yeah,
It really is, huh? Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
Badass.
I knew I settled on a good color scheme here. So the thing was we have this character.
Yes.
Let me just crop this a little bit. we have these two characters who are not related. They're certainly not.
Absolutely not.
And a sticking
Why
point.
would anyone make that conclusion?
Yeah,
It's impossible.
Exactly. It's like a really weird thing to insinuate. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one has like, I mean, look at that, sandals. The other one does
One
not have
has
sandals. Like
The other
sandals.
one doesn't have shoes.
you,
Oh no. Yes.
Oh no. No shoe having.
no, yeah.
Wait, am I gonna have to redeem a law question to ask? Speedo doesn't have shoes.
No, they don't wear. They're too silly for that.
Oh,
probably like-
you got
That's
one for
iconic.
free.
I've not-
you
I've
got
not-
a lore for free.
Yeah, I've not thought about it too.
free?
Yes, for free, just for you. For having a seat on the speech therapy today. I've not thought about it super thoroughly, but I think Speedo just kind of floats around or something. Speedo's a character that one of the characters that I do still need to do, that I need to put a bit more thought and consideration into. But I think one thing is that they're just floating around, which is why they dress weird, because they're like silly. They're just having fun or something.
Having fun and floating.
Yeah, exactly.
That's free.
So yeah, the little thing about these characters have their eye colors are very integral to them. And with all of them, if you like pull up reference for all of them, you will find that the color of their eye is not reflected anywhere else in their design, except these two. Because I was like, this, like, the pin being like a triangle makes way too much sense here, and yellow is the only color that really worked here. Because if it's orange, then it's like if obviously they're very triangle themed, so it's like, it should be their color then, this yellow pin. So to balance it out, for a bit of congruence, this lad here has a blue square on their watch.
Oh yeah.
I think I've not thought about too much, but I think it's like a magic watch that like it probably does like a. I think I might have. Is it? Did I draw it in the? I might have drawn it for one of the what's it called? The little. What's it called? The little Twitch panels. The panels. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And his watch goes like. It like is this an own layer? Yeah. It like shoots out the hands or something to read time.
That is a cool looking watch.
That is
I'm not a big watch person, but I would probably wear one if I could find one that's like that.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like the big square blue.
So yeah, I was like, if this is the only character that has like their eye color reflected somewhere else in the design, that's also that's also like their archetypal shape. Then at least this character needs to have the same thing, because you didn't hear it
I
here.
like that. Yeah.
These two are not related.
they're not
Certainly
related.
Not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Chat,
that was
stop getting it twisted.
yeah.
I see you thinking about it. I see you theorizing. I want you to put that red string down
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, chat. I mean,
Stop it.
get it together, please. So that's and
Yeah.
and I also did a
God,
whole
chat.
turnaround for this as well. I forgot it. Yeah. And a thing a bit a thing about the shape of their head is that it is it's like the diagonal cross section of a pyramid. So it's not like a pyramid shape. It's someone told me what shape this was before. It's like a something
it's
triangle.
like a triangle-based pyramid, I think, but also not.
Yeah. It has a triangle base, but it's like it's like
A triangle-based
How do you say?
pyramid is a prism? No.
it's a
No. There's like an actual. name for it.
someone did provide the name of the shape for me. Before I thought of it more.
It's some type of polyhedron. I can tell you that shit.
So before, the shape of her head was like kind of just like a traditional pyramid. But there's a tremendous problem with this shape. Can y'all guess what the problem is?
Yeah.
The problem is
eyeball.
Oh, what the hell's happening? The problem is, if they're looking this way, this is what it looks like in perspective.
Yeah, the completely
Yes.
flat face
Yeah.
does make it
Yeah.
a little tough there.
Yeah,
To...
and that's why.
Oh no, it's the Phineas and Ferb predator eyes.
Oh no. So yeah, that's
Oh
why.
no.
That's why I was like, okay, I need to figure out. I need to figure out a proper shape, and that's why it's this now.
Her eyes are front facing. She's a predator. At the point.
Yes. So that's why
That's right.
their head is like this shape now, and it's like, I think it being like back heavy here is actually pretty fun for like the shape of it.
Yeah. I mean, it does add to the silly factor in a positive way, I think. Is
Yeah.
like, what is going on with your face? I'm like, I'm too silly to have face.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Too
So
silly.
so that was the big problem that I had to rectify with the shape of their head.
Yeah.
And this is just the latest thing I drew of them. Yeah. This is
Tetrahedron. Is that what it is?
it's something. I'll know it when I see it. It's someone had a very precise name for it. I'm not a shape snorer, so let's see. Yeah.
Non-face left silly. Exactly.
Yeah, this is just the
Exactly.
latest render I did for them. Did some silly foreshortening, because I do be enjoying a foreshortening. And yeah, just these are like a year apart.
With the
so.
steel, with the 5-finger steel cinquetta.
Oh yeah, their dagger.
Cold steel cinquetta. Sorry.
Yeah, their dagger.
I was all like, why was I saying 5 fingers twice in that?
Five fingers.
Well,
Because that's what
that is the name.
cinquetta
Yeah,
is.
that
is
does what the
5 fingers. Yeah.
yeah that does
In Italian.
Yes, exactly, because it's like your fingers like together, and it creates that.
Cinquedilla. Cinquedilla.
Like when you close your
'Cause
fingers.
Dia is fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You close your fingers together, and it creates like a it like tapers to the tip, which is why
Exactly.
the blade is named after that. So, yeah,
Cinque is 5, and then dia is fingers. So it's
yeah,
yeah. And I mean, it's true. When you put your fingers together and you just hold them real tight, you can stab someone with
Yeah.
it, and it's fun.
Yeah.
I've done it an undisclosed amount of times. We're
Yeah.
racing this, right? I mean, I know you published the other one, and I mean that became a whole problem with Renee's rat lawyers and
yeah.
everything. But like
Oh,
this
you're
one,
good,
this
you're good.
one, this one's off the record,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like
you're
we're
good.
Completely off the record. We're not
okay,
even
cool.
live.
Yeah, I disabled I disabled
Nobody
clips
has
for
to worry about the 5 people I've killed before. It's cool. It's
yeah
cool.
for each
Oh,
finger.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I figured it was good symmetry.
Yeah.
Off the record.
Off the record.
and I did
Let the
disable
record
clipping for
show.
today. So yeah,
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It did say earlier that chat seemed pretty active and that they
did
should
it?
consider clipping.
keeps
but-
fucking doing that.
You know?
Oh, are they clipping this now? No, not allowed. Not allowed.
Chat-
Not allowed
chatty
unless you want me to
clipping.
get a sexodia.
A
Sexto. I think sexto is
sexto? A sick
is ma-
finger.
is sexto 6 in Italian? Hold on, I need to look this up for the bit. Say.
I think it is.
Sexto, I think, is Latin.
Yeah, Latin. Yeah, yes.
The older version.
I
So,
sent a link to a
Say
website
dia.
that shows the shape. I
Oh.
think it's a tetrahedron.
A tetrahedron. That might be it. Yeah.
perfect
it's
for
a-
serving
yeah.
pizza. Exactly. I murdered
Yeah.
people
Wait.
with how much fun they had over the pizza I served them. That.
Yeah.
How did
Yeah.
It's not a.
you know? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in a regular tetrahedron. Got it.
Mm.
I understand now. Got it. Got it.
Huh.
I also just I can put the link in chat if chat wants to look
Yeah.
because it
Look at
is-
your
yeah.
shapes, chat. Look at them. Get your shapes.
Yeah.
Get your shapes quota in.
We're gonna learn the shape.
Yeah, it's like a
Gonna
D4
learn 'em.
kind of, but slightly squanched.
Squanched.
Let me.
Look,
Prepare
maths
some
is
more to
fun.
share.
Spinning tetrahedron.
Now I have to look up like, okay, 6 in Latin because otherwise I'm gonna feel very silly. It is! Okay, sex is 6 in Italian. I knew it. Okay. I was like, I'm not just saying sexto, like there's a reason.
Yes. Chat, be
I
mature.
had to look up
Be
Latin
mature,
for
chat.
one of the paintings that I did yesterday.
so
it's-
mature.
It was
Be fucking mature.
important. I had to look up ancient Latin for a painting. It's what you do sometimes. I love this one.
Thank you.
I
And,
love this little guy.
Yeah.
It's one of, like, that little demure pose is one of my favorite poses
Oh, the little.
ever.
demure.
I do it a lot in my own drawings. I think I
Mhm.
did, like, a variant of that for Dupe's birthday drawing. I was all like, I just
right.
want Dupe to look cozy. And my default in my brain is that little demure pose of, like, it's
Oh,
like,
wait.
that's cozy. That's the
Yeah.
most cozy shape.
Let me. I think you posted it in here somewhere. Let me.
Did I?
Your little birthday art for Duke? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
I was
it's
really
real
proud
good.
of how that came out.
Yeah. Look at that.
It
Gang,
looks very cool.
check this
Gang,
shit
look at art.
out.
Thank you.
Check this shit out.
Yeah, I drew a dupe
It's a
And I-
dope.
and a cat getting a squished and a crunchy.
Yeah.
There's something about
Look
the
at 'em.
hair that kind of evokes the lion from Wizard of Oz a little bit. It's just like that
Oh
kind of
yeah.
But it also,
Well, and
it
also
feels
like I
very
think the
cool.
little pose too, just like, raw.
Yeah.
Like-
This is great.
yeah. I
Wonderful.
just wanted to draw Dupe looking the most cozy.
And then we got our good lad, Punk Leo.
Yeah.
This is
Punkly,
he is the fourth of the characters that I came
Hi
up with.
Rosie.
Rosie.
So
Rosie.
yeah, he's number 4.
No.
I was trying some silly. So his old design,
Mm.
his design also had quite a bit of a. It's like a lot of the elements are the same or similar, but I really, it's very rounded. I really rounded everything up together. So his old design. Let's see, right now he has like a floating tiara. His old before he had this like. It's like a little cartoon skull, like the upper jaw of a cartoon skull, kind of clamping down on his head, and the crown extends from that. And there's problems I had with this, mainly fitting an entire skull between this stupid cat's big ears. It got annoying after a bit of a
Very
while.
fair.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay, I do have to ask though.
Mhm.
Did you play the game off before or after this drawing?
Never.
Never.
No. I've seen Red play it. I did
Oh.
watch Red play the whole thing, like
Okay.
2 years ago. Yeah, I think that was 2 years ago.
Because I was about to say, like, this feels very Mortis Ghost
Yeah.
in a very cool way. In a very cool way.
I have also never played off, but I know a bit about it from just
Yeah.
generally being on the internet.
Yeah.
It seems like not a fun game to play, but it is stylistically like gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's clearly
And
influenced
Pepper
a lot.
Steak. I mean, Pepper Steak, my
Yes.
beloved, forever.
Yeah,
That song
absolutely.
is the best video game song of all time. Like, they will never be beat.
Yeah, there's a lot. I've not played the game, but there's a lot I do like about it. And there's definitely some Undertale DNA, or vice
yeah.
versa,
Oh yeah, it definitely had
which is
influence on.
I mean, more Undertale for me.
I've activated Nyx with Pepper
More
Steak.
Undertale for me.
Yeah.
Pepper Steak.
So let's see. Yeah, before he still had like this like blue collar thing. I don't think it was really figured out before.
A cow?
Kinda, yeah. I think I forget if it was attached to anything, because in his current design, that's just
Yeah,
part
yeah.
of his cape here.
I
and
love the fluffy cape.
Yeah, thank
by
you.
the way. Like the
yeah,
fleece
yeah.
line cape is just like because that would have
Good.
such a weight
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
But it's kind of, I don't know, it kind
Definitely.
of says something about the character because it's like that with the spiky pauldrons of like,
Yes,
this little kitty is strong. This
Yeah.
kitty is strong as fuck.
Strong.
Yeah. There's still stuff with the
Strong
fleece
kitty.
cape that I'm trying to work out, like how do I say? maybe I could do a little demo of how I would draw it,
Yeah.
and like the
Yeah.
slight things that bother me just a little bit about it. So let's say like this is the cape. And it's like, you know, it's got like these like the folds and all. And let's say like here is where it. I've always had a lot of fun with these kind of flowy shapes, like these frilly shapes. There's like
Yeah.
there's a very concrete dimensionality to it. Like
I'll
like
be right
It's
back
why
in
I-
seconds.
oh, got it.
Oh, okay.
Take care. Yeah,
It's
like
why I still like wearing skirts sometimes, is just I like wearing big flowy skirts that have those shapes
Yeah.
in them because I just like the shapes.
Yeah.
I just like the shapes.
Yeah.
It's comfy.
yeah, like yeah, and like his current design has a lot of that with his cape, and he's got a skirt, and like
Yeah.
the skirt it's like it has a very very smooth and flowy process of drawing it, because it's like I don't like all the segments aren't like painstaking. It's like I kind of like just do this, you know. I kind of just like that, like
It works though.
yeah.
Like it really does work. Yeah.
This is the
Because,
kind
like,
of
some-
Oh, go on.
Oh, I was about to say, sometimes it's not about, and I mean, this is part of like what you were saying earlier about like, you know, finding your aesthetic in your design. Like, it's good to practice foundations so that you can strengthen your own
Yeah.
aesthetics always, but that doesn't mean that like accurate is always better. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that skirt shape in that drawing expresses a lot more of what you're intending to express than like if it was like hyper realistic accurate, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to know what the fabric is. That's not the point of the skirt. I know the way that it's flowing, and I know the way that it's moving because of the like power that he's about to like go.
Yeah. You don't know. You don't want to know what he does with this.
It goes, but you don't want to be there when it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the thing
Yeah,
about
if you need sound effects for Heat Death Romantics, right?
Yes.
Wow.
absolutely.
Ow.
Yes,
There we go.
exactly. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
professional voice acting right there.
I think the issue with the cloak is that, okay, so so let me draw the
Yeah.
little. So this is like the collar part, except he's not wearing it because this is just the prop, like this, and yeah, okay, so the fleece would be like, I think the problem I had with it was that like it feels like something about like, how do I say, like the whole line here of the skirt, right? Like this whole line, it's very flowy, and
Yeah, and the
something,
fleece would be weighing it down more.
yeah,
Sure.
and I think something about like trying to match like these soft fleece shapes with this just very subtly flowing line. Something about this feels annoying to me.
Like it doesn't quite feel right for what you're. Yeah, I see
think
what you're
so.
saying.
And yeah,
Like there's something about it that doesn't feel. I'm trying to find a good word for it. Like the lining of
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like it almost
Yeah.
feels like it would be the outside still of
Yeah.
the shape.
so yeah, with this I'm still thinking like, I think maybe I don't need to like do any big replacements. I think I just need to figure out like a way to draw the fleece, and like another sort of problem is that like these lines here where like there's folds in the cloak, right? Like this here, it's like I would need to, how do I say, like I showed here where it's like the actual like base of the cloak would be like this, but obviously the fleece is like going over it, right? It's not like adhering to the hard edge of the cloak that it's
Yeah.
that it's fixed to. So
I almost have. I have a wild idea,
Mhm.
and feel free to go, no, that idea would never work.
Go on.
But it might also just be a thing that you would like to have anyways. If you have access to a sewing machine, a cloak like this, like they're shouldered ones, but like a very, if you just wanted to do a very, very basic one, the pattern you would use is actually the same pattern you would use for a circle skirt, which is very simple. Could help you find a pattern for that pretty quickly. It's a very easy like first project too for sewing, and maybe that might be a way to futz around with this. Just get like a bunch of fleece and have it be a lining to a cloak, and you can also have a cosplay at the same time. But yeah, that is like a more wild idea for trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
It is a
I'm-
much more complicated one than just looking at references.
Yeah. The I guess the limiting factors to that are I don't think I have a sewing machine, and I think I would stab myself 24 times if I did try to pilot a sewing machine.
If I was in your area during the time that I'm taking off from work, I would happily actually just throw one together for you, because that's easily like not even a half-day project for me, because I've done them before. I've done a couple of capes before. But I am not, so I can't
Yeah.
do that for you, and it would be very heavy to mail was essentially a lined fleece blanket.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. I guess I'm.
but maybe in the future, one day you can make yourself a cosplay for it, and if you ever need help with that, just let me know, and I can give advice on that for sure.
My cosplaying arc. Welcome back, Juno.
Your cosplay arc.
Let's play Ark.
Yeah. Little tricky.
back,
Kill.
my dear
Very
brother.
sneezy. Brother.
Brother. I am too, but I know it's because my radiators, whenever they kick on, keep like burning up the dust that's inside of them that I can't get to.
Oh no, yeah, that's probably part of it,
Rosies, I'm
actually.
not nice. I'm just bored sometimes and like doing projects. I'm not nice at all. I'm the meanest person you've ever met.
Yeah, I can attest to
Don't
this.
lie to the
So
people.
mean.
Yeah. Yeah, no, look, Lovesick can confirm.
Yeah.
You're a big, scary,
Yeah.
mean guy.
Let's see.
sure.
Anything
How many
else
of your
about this
guests from
design?
last week are still alive, Lovesick?
One.
Besides me. Exactly.
Yeah. Meat Grinder gets them all eventually.
Meat Grinder gets them all.
Hey, I came back.
Yeah, because I practiced my necromancy on you.
Yeah. You
Oh,
wouldn't,
let
you
me
wouldn't
s-
permanently kill a little guy like
Let's
me
see.
now, would you?
No, not permanently.
Fleece, or is it more like a short pile fur? Like a minky.
So
Let me look at what a
all this-
minky is. I'm not sure what that is, Bat. Let me check.
Minky is a type of fleece, right?
I think so.
Oh, it's
Oh, he's fine.
Hmm.
Probably.
okay. Yeah, I see what a minky is.
Allegedly, he's fine.
Yeah, I think the cloak is like it's like like a. The first example comes to mind is, Sans' jacket in the fandom.
Oh,
It's got like the fluff around his
Oh.
neck. That's basically what this is. It's Sans. It's always Sans.
Wait,
I was
Sans
thinking of
always
like
has
one of
been.
those
Oh, Sans does
of
not
those,
have
like-
a fluffy collar, but the fandom does give one to him.
yeah.
Let me.
I was thinking
Tree.
of one of those like Sherpa blankets.
Mm.
Kinda.
Oh yeah, I want this.
Yeah. I get them
Ooh.
because they sell them for cheap
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
Target, but
Quite
they're
yeah,
kinda
pretty
terrible.
close to that. Yeah.
yeah. They're kind of terrible, but the cats love them.
Mm.
And that's why I have to keep replacing them, because they keep chewing on them and scratching them and basically making them the most disgusting things, but most
Oh, no.
well-loved things ever.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just
so-
like,
so
ugh,
here he
this is so gross, but also like they make them so happy. Like both of the cats will do the
So
the
this is
biscuits in
by-
them. Prince loves suckling on them. Like it's a mom replacement for both of them for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
This is by Desby on DeviantArt. We got Sans here.
Yeah.
He always has this kind
Yeah,
of
they
collar.
They give him such a fluffy coat collar, and it's like, I think it's just fleece, y'all, and they're like, no fluff,
Yeah.
and it's like, you know what?
Yeah, it's a
looks
very
cool,
it's a
so
very it's a very typical jacket he has on, but
yeah.
this is basically kind of the texture. Maybe like more tufty, that less like fine. Yeah. That's basically
That's a
what
really
his collar
cute
is.
Sans too.
Yeah.
That is a cute Sans.
Yeah.
Let's see. Other things about this design. Let me think.
The cats.
I introduced purple into the current design because all my other characters, like, their color schemes are all fairly contrasty. Like there's like black and yellow, there's like white and orange and green, there's like white, blue,
Yeah.
pink, like, and I think it would be a missed opportunity to have a character with a more, what's the word, analogous color scheme? Is that the
Yeah.
word? Analogous,
Yeah.
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 And I think analogous color schemes are actually much harder to figure out than contrasting color schemes.
They are.
They're way harder
They
to
are.
figure out because it's like,
100%. Yeah.
yeah, like just in terms of like visual variety for your eye to experience, it's like it's harder to make that interesting. But I think it works for this character because how do I say, like, this character has been actively difficult for me in terms of figuring out his design and figuring out like his characterization and what his deal is. So I think it makes sense that he's the one with like a stubborn color scheme, if that makes sense. 'Cause
Yeah, and I mean,
yeah.
especially since it's a contrast to your other characters too, like it's saying something about that character and
Yeah,
their
yeah.
personality
Yeah.
in contrast to the other ones.
Yeah.
You know, like if you put this character next to, I always forget her name of the tetrahedron.
Her
One.
Spito.
With Pita?
This is our good buddy Spito,
Speedo.
Spito.
like a pita, but a pito in a Spito.
Oh, yeah. So Ito and Leo, like next to each other, you get a very like strong sense of like, if you were to say like which one is the silly one, it would be very difficult to choose Leo to be that one.
Despite being
Like you could kind of get a sense of that from the contrast there for sure.
yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, like, and it was just the opportunity to have an analogous color scheme was it especially makes sense because his whole deal is that he's very kind of a piece of shit, and like he's very like ice themed. He's very like ice coated. So it's like, okay, then he should have like a very deliberately cold color scheme, and the purple and the blue. I
And
think
that's a
that.
very opposite feeling to oh my gosh, I'm so bad with character names always. The flame one, the magenta
Hilaga.
flame one.
Oh,
Yeah,
let me bring her up as well.
like because I think she has like a somewhat analogous color scheme too, but I think if you compared the two of them together, like you get a very different sense from their color schemes. Like this one has a much more like dark, almost like serious kind of look.
Yeah,
I
very
think
much
from
so.
the colors, and then Laga, if I remember right, is somewhat analogous to,
There
yeah.
she is.
but maybe it's just like the contrast with the skin. But like for some, like I don't
Oh,
read
yeah,
the
yeah.
same
very
vibes
much so.
personality-wise from the clothing
Yeah,
at all.
that's correct. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah,
Very much so.
like there's still something much more fun about that
Mm-hmm.
costume design there.
Yeah, she's got a fucking denim jacket on. She's just hanging.
You can't be serious in a
just
denim jacket; it's illegal.
Yeah,
They make it study this in law school. It is actually illegal
So,
in 15 states.
I trust you
It's
completely.
just,
So,
this
yeah.
is not legal
These
advice.
these two are kind of a team. So having that like disparity between the designs pointed out is pretty suitable. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
That means you did a great job with their
you.
designs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did it.
I think another big thing of why they are distinctly a duo is that the other the other 4 characters of the 6 are like, how do I say? Like these 2 have much more themed designs. Because our lad here is like he's like a. It looks like he's like doing like a fantasy cosplay. And this lady is very like almost Japanese folkloric looking. And the other 4 don't have that, and that is kind of a plot detail, is that how these 2 appeared so distinctly.
That's
and
cool.
I think
I like that.
Intriguing.
yeah, them looking so like specifically themed was a point of contention with me figuring out figuring out the characters that they are, though. But I have figured out something fun for them, and I think they're nice. And this is from
Just knowing my track record with how I select my Blorbos and how I select the characters I like best, I'm probably gonna like Leo the best, just because they look like they're the short, stubborn,
yes,
but very strong one, and that is a trend that I have
Yes.
noticed in characters I like.
Very much
They're
so.
very
Hell
Vegeta
yeah.
coded.
Yeah.
So probably will like them quite a lot.
yeah. I'm determined to make him decidedly shitty.
Hell yeah.
Yes, in a fun way. Welcome, Emmy.
I put up finally a community goal of if people contribute enough to it, I'll do a Blorbo stream on the cafe one day.
Yes.
And it's just the peaks that people have had in different chats of like, oh, that one's my Blorbo. And there's people going, no, and it's like, like, oh, it's gonna be fun for no one. That's gonna be a stream where people go like, Ollie, are you okay? I'm like, look,
No, you're
they're
gonna do
fictional.
fine. You're gonna
It's
do fine.
okay.
Yeah.
And also, I have bad taste. It's okay. I have terrible taste in
We
math.
went
It's a
over
thing.
110 characters here. I think you're fine.
I could make the worst list if there was a if I was in there and there was a category for who had the worst picks. I would
Yes.
have won.
I'm very intrigued to see this.
Yes.
Oh, it's
exciting.
some I think people would be like, oh yeah, they're fine, and then some people would be like, why? But
Yeah.
why?
Oh, why? Look, ride or die, I'm with you. Whatever these Blorbos are, I stand by you.
Yes.
I respect your choices.
Juno is gonna bail on me after like one Blorbo.
No, I'm not.
Juno,
I
have
don't
you played
think-
Final Fantasy 15?
No.
Okay, then I was about to say, like, I have a deal breaker one for a lot of people of like one of the Blorbos that's
Wait.
very high on my
Wait,
list.
who is it? Because I know some of the characters in 15.
So I love all of the boys, right?
Yeah.
In Final Fantasy 15,
Yes.
but the one character in that game that's my actual Blorbo is not any of the boys. It's Arden Azunia, a man of
Oh
no
yeah, no,
consequence.
I totally get that. He's
Yeah,
he's got the
I hate him so bad, but he's very much
I-
my
I-
cup of tea.
No, I totally get that.
Oh yeah.
He's
Ooh, yeah.
he's very Tumblr coded. Like kind of a
Coded?
whimsical and all powerful, and like a
Fen,
tinge of tragedy.
Fen,
to
what
him.
are these hands you're throwing? The old man with the hair, I'm guessing. It's Ben.
Yeah,
What are you saying about me?
I totally get that. I totally get that as a character that you'd like, though.
Yeah.
Like he's got a very like jumbled look to him.
Ben is screaming at me. I was right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that I feel like that taste of the Blorbo list alone makes a lot of people go like, now I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But thank you, Lovesick. Thank you for being supportive.
Yeah. Let me look at. I
I
don't.
don't think I have particularly divisive Blorbos.
Arden. Yeah.
And that in and of itself is an irritating fact to many.
No, this is correct. This is very correct for you, especially Ale. This is Arden for the chat.
Oh yeah, let me
There
see.
he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Oh no, that makes sense, yeah.
Look at him. Look
yeah.
at this.
You know what's terrible too is
This
that like
guy.
so I went to Japan like right around the release of Final Fantasy 15, but like before I played it and before I knew concretely who all of the characters were. Like, it's a game I really, really wanted since the Versus trailer,
Yeah.
but I hadn't like kept up with enough of it to spoil myself on it. So in Tower Records in Japan, which is one of the only Tower Records left on Earth, it's actually pretty
Oh.
cool there. They had a bunch of like life-size standees of the characters up on the top floor, but you couldn't
Ooh.
take any pictures with them. You could just look at them and hang out with them, I guess. But Arden, I remember that because the Arden one was doing this pose, and I just was drawn to him immediately before knowing anything about him, and did a little twirl under his hand because I fit right underneath it because he's very tall.
Aw. Yeah, that's your
And
guy.
then I played the game, and I was all like, checks out.
Yeah. No, that's correct.
Checks
Makes sense.
out. Checks out. I like Blorbos that are lethal. is a recurring theme.
Yeah, Arden's like his whole archetype is pretty cool. Maybe not gonna spoil it super much, but he's very much like a kind of trickster god coded with
Extremely, and
with
he
a tragedy
does
about
have like
him.
a really cool story that
yeah.
that started to get revealed a bit in the DLC that he had, but there was supposed to be like 2 more DLC chapters that would have
Oh.
concluded his arc.
Interesting.
And yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking because they actually had like an arc where so the true ending of Final Fantasy 15, and I feel like I can say this because it never got published, and they never finished the DLCs, they're never going to. So it only exists in an art book, but it has been confirmed. The true arc was going to be like the arcs that you were going to play through the DLCs were going to basically take you through the game again, but this time you are going to kill God, as is tradition in Final Fantasy, for sure this time. And then everybody was going to get a happily ever after, and he was going to be like happy Uncle Uncle Arden to the kids of the main characters. And it was going to be really cute, and the art of it makes me cry every time. Like, that's not fair. Like, that's what I wanted from the game, and they didn't give it to me.
Unthinkable.
They were 2 DLCs away from doing it, but yeah, it all got canceled, unfortunately.
That sucks. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I am an ardent apologist,
Yeah, just
and I
everyone
am
let's-
not redeemable as a human being.
Yeah, let's just take one last look at Arden. Everyone,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
look at him.
He is of no consequence.
he's got a
so,
fedora.
like-
He's got he's
yeah, he does
layering.
have a fedora.
He's got
He
pinstripe.
does have a fedora.
He's got pinstripe.
He's got pinstripe hat.
I don't know what is happening with his shoes here.
Spats. Yeah, he's got
His
spats.
boots
Yeah.
have corsets.
Yeah,
It's a
his boots have corsets.
it's a very
His scarf is actually really pretty. It's like this
Oh, yeah,
beautiful
this thing.
floral. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, the way he's wearing it is
He's
kind
got
of
ruffles.
reminiscent
he's
of
such
Pico's
a
cape.
fucking theater
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
will
God,
say,
yeah,
like,
that's
it is a spoiler, but also, like, it's predictable as hell, right? Like, he can't be exposed to the sun. So that's why he has all of the ridiculous amounts of layers.
Oh, is that true?
And the
I
fedora.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They only reveal that in the DLC, which is why I feel comfortable saying it, because I'm like, if you haven't
Oh,
played Final Fantasy 15 and the Arden DLC by now, you probably are never going to, and it's okay. I don't
Yeah.
blame you. It's okay.
is there?
But yeah,
Oh, are they
he
consistent?
starts to disintegrate in the sun if he's in the sun too long.
Oh, like
You do?
like one Nosferatu. Interesting.
Yes. He's
Okay.
vampire code, but not a
Interesting.
vampire. He's worse than a vampire, which
Yeah.
is great.
Oh wait,
It's like a literal. Actually, he's much more Nosferatu coded because he is a literal plague bringer.
Oh yeah, that is true.
So,
Like
yeah.
the whole game is about like a disease going.
I'm
around.
really selling him as a great character, aren't I? Like, yeah, that's your Blorbo.
No, you're correct.
The plague.
You're I have not a single issue with him as a Blorbo. That's very correct.
Thank you, Lovesick. Thank you. When everybody else crucifies me, you'll be there giving me a bottle of water and going, "It's okay, champ."
Yes.
I believe in you still.
Okay,
We're here
I
for
think
you, no matter
maybe
what.
one more character comparison, and then we'll be talking about movies because we haven't hit the movie quota yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
let
true.
let me bring our good lad up. There it is. Yeah, so I drew this yesterday, so I was like, oh, it's worth bringing up actually.
Wow.
Let me. Oh wait, no, wrong way.
Big.
Oh god, that's fucking huge. Let me. Okay, this works, I think. So there we go.
Hell yeah.
So we have our good lad, our good mollusk,
The best mollusk.
Nautilus. This is how. Let me see how old this one is actually. This one is
Nautilus.
I remember this is what I submitted for one of the Drawfee draw classes. It was a while ago, so I was submitting much older stuff. This is from June 2022. What the hell? That it feels a little longer somehow. So yeah, I really.
Mine is fake. Don't worry.
I really did a whole thing with her whole look, and I think I just off the cuff I was like, what if she was wearing a big jacket, and it completely stuck, and I drew this yesterday.
And it works.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thought this one was pretty fun. There she is.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. Let me. Oh, I have an even older iteration of her design actually. It's fun to talk about their design histories like this. Let me find
Nautilus is super cool.
her oldest design. Where is it? Buddy, where are you? Oh, I guess like this one? Yeah, this is pretty accurate.
Oh, good baby Nautilus.
The baby.
Oh, I love it. They're a little bit more goblin coated back then.
So here,
Yeah.
here's our buddy. Let me do a bunch of resizing. So, let's see. Okay, so this is one of the much earlier works of them. There you go. Screen is not being blocked for chat anymore.
Yay.
Yeah. Before they were just wearing like this tunic dress thing. And certainly not wearing that anymore. They look much sillier right now.
Big jacket.
Yeah.
I do like the
Okay.
star Nautilus behind her too. Like that's so cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
So actually let me. So the shape of her helmet, it's based on something. Let me show y'all what this helmet is based on. It's based on one of my favorite video game cosmetics of all time.
Hell yeah.
Here it is. This. This is a hat from Roblox.
Holy
I'm-
shit.
Oh my gosh, look at it!
Yeah,
oh,
right?
that's
It's-
so good though.
Yeah, it's like this. The
Right.
shape language is like all there. It's like got the ear
Yeah.
extendos. It's got like this tiny little window for the face, and something about like this kind of shape really stuck with me. And
For... I'm gonna be so real. I didn't realize that was a helmet. I thought that was just the whole of the head.
oh, Nautilus.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it is her head, but it's like it's also fair to
Oh.
call it a helmet. It's a
Oh, okay.
it's a big old it's a big old LCD display.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't have like a green globule head in there or something. That's just her screen.
just her scream.
Yeah, that is true, Pat. Yes, they are prosthetics. She'd be running around and shit, so fast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So speedy.
Yeah. Let's see. Any fun things about? I think when I started thinking, oh, what if she had a skateboard? And then I gave her an outfit that is more skater friendly. So she got this little tank top, these puffy short things. I don't know what they are. Always had the prosthetics though. And yeah, the shape of her head, like there's a period of time where like the cones were more like how do I say? They're like cones, but like a side of them was cut off, and like that flat end was like it's supposed to be like evocative of like headphones or something. And eventually I did not want this shape is so annoying to deal with in perspective. Like how it connects to like a sphere, what is basically just a perfect sphere shape. So yeah, there's some stuff I had to figure out with this design, and eventually their face became so their head is like this sphere, and eventually I just like I did the thing where to facilitate like their face being a screen, I also like did a thing where I basically just like sliced off the front of the sphere so that it's also similarly flat, because otherwise it's like this is like what it looks like without. This is what it would look more like without doing that process. It would just be like this, like it'd be a little more awkward. It'd be a little more claustrophobic, I guess, but like having just this surface be like entirely flat along with their face. For me, that felt a lot nicer. Then I just committed to giving them the simple cones that they had before, because this was like an experimental phase. And here's the current look. I just totally switched up on them. Look at them. Yeah, I was like, what was I thinking? I forget what I was thinking. I was like, maybe, you know, they're kind of skater coded. Maybe I should lean into that. And I did, and I was like, oh, this really works actually, especially since they're kind of like squat and little, given the big old jacket.
Perhaps you could even say they are a bit squat.
I get that. That's really funny, Juno. Yeah. If y'all don't, oh, in fact, let me bring that up as well. Juno's avatar. Where is it?
Me?
No. Globzo's avatar.
Oh.
Yes.
Our names sound so similar. To be fair.
Yeah.
They both end in an O.
Yes. Where is it? So yeah, this is Globzo's avatar that I just designed real quick for him, and it's because I don't know, Globzo fixated on what was called Pigtalis. It was when I was drawing Nautilus, and Globzo just read
the face
as being like a pig nose. And then I just drew
it
like
all
a
makes
little
sense now.
and I just drew a little pig
Okay,
body
I was
attached to their
wondering.
helmet.
Yeah, I was wondering because I was like, oh, those two look so similar, but I wonder if it was just a coincidence. It's like, oh no, it's
Yeah. If y'all have
Lord.
there's an emote of Pigtalis that Globzo has.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's Depart.
And Globzo was like, no, this is just someone else's character. So I was like, okay, no, I could make you something similar if you are such a fan of it already. So I gave them like a cuboid head instead to sell more of a difference. Gave them an actual pig nose, kept the ears, kept the little cones, and just gave them. I tried to capture what a squirt Globzo looked like in my mind, and I think this is it. Just this little jelly lad. And I think that's correct. Yeah.
And every time Globzo comes in, it's like, I'm biting you. That is who is biting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's why when Globzo's like, "Can I bite you?" It's like, "Yeah, you're just little Globzo. It's okay."
It's a
Yeah.
I
squad
get
little
it.
globs, though.
Yeah, that's the emo right there.
It's just
Oi.
so. You know,
So
there's
yeah.
nothing bad about that.
So this is Nautilus is like her whole makeover. I am incredibly happy about, and also not just like on the visual level, but like I've really thought of stuff for her as a character, and she's definitely one of the most exciting things about HDR to me, and I'm excited to figure it out further. I also did a bit of a soft shading style for this. There's hard shading. There's kind of like there's self shading at some points, but a lot of it is like more soft, like this. Something about I've seen like this a lot. It's basically where like someone does like a selection. They like do this, so that it gets the hard edge here, right? But then like when you gradient, it's like something about this just looks like really like I always love seeing this in other people's artwork like that, right? And it's like you get the soft here, but then it gets the hard edge here because of the selection. Love that shit.
I didn't know that was a thing you could do, and now I'm going to
Oh
use
yeah. Do you have clip? Is that you work with?
Yeah.
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 Absolutely take advantage of selections, of lasso fill, of magic wand.
Yeah.
These
I've been using the magic fill, magic wand, lasso fill, and all of that.
Yeah. Those three are if you work in a certain way that I think a lot of people do, including me, it is quite a help for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it for my buddy.
Woohoo.
And that's just three of my characters and how they've come along. They've been
It's
going
really
through
cool
it.
to see.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's
Happy
put
Clip
every.
programming.
Oh shit! I didn't. Oh, I've neglected the doodle for today. Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Let me get onto that. Then.
speed draw stick figures.
Yeah.
we have like 40 minutes. Hopefully this is
Oh,
enough for me.
that's yeah.
We can vamp about
Yeah.
horror movies.
Let's
and
talk
such.
movies.
Yeah.
This is something Ali wanted to talk
Movies.
about, and I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I love movies.
Yes.
I love horror movies, especially too. If anybody was like shocked by somebody, it was a Renee stream that like somebody was just saying like, what was that? There's a movie this year about a trans narrative and like a light, and I was like, oh, the TV glows. Like,
So
and I saw the
the-
TV glow. Like within
Oh.
like 10 seconds, I was like, I know exactly what movie you're talking about, actually.
I didn't know. I've heard of that one. I didn't know
Um,
there's trans material in it.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It is, and it is by a trans director, and they're like, hey,
Ooh.
this is an unflinching look at just my journey with being trans, and it's
Yeah.
not pretty, but it's very real, and it's like, fuck
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
So this is still on my short list of movies to watch. I
Absolutely.
recently finally got Shudder, so I'm going to catch up on a lot of horror movies that I know about and have been putting on my short list to watch, but have been skipping out on, or just didn't get a chance to watch like back when they were a thing. Like one of the movies I watched recently is Norai. No, it's Noroi.
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 That sounds familiar. Is there
Noroi.
That sounds very familiar.
It's in Japanese.
Yeah.
I'm saying it wrong. Saying it wrong. But it's subtitled The Curse, and it's a fake documentary about a curse. Pretty straightforward. But it is an earlier example of fake documentary movies in this style. It is also really convincing as
Ooh.
like a fake documentary, in a way that I think a lot of movies in the style really miss. And while it's not like a perfect movie by any means, I think it's like one of the best examples of fake documentary movie with the framing of being found footage
Yeah.
that I've seen probably ever. Even though like story is kind of all over the place. Like, there's psychic
Yeah.
brainworms at one point. Like, you gotta kind of suspend your disbelief with some of it.
Yeah.
But just the materials that they do and, like, the trappings of, like, the different interview shows that they, like, imitate and satirize that are popular within Japan at the time. And the pacing of things and, like, the way that they make the characters that are behind the camera actually be convincing as to, like, why they never put the camera down, why they keep doing
Oh, yeah.
this, why anybody would, yeah, because it's always like the biggest problem with a lot of these movies, right, is that
Yes.
it's impossible to believe, like, why didn't you put the camera down and run, right? Like, being able to set up a context where that finally makes sense is a huge accomplishment for any of those movies. And it's weird to say, like, a movie has to do this, but I think if you're going to go with such a
Yeah.
specific formula like a found footage,
Yeah.
that is one of the things you do have to establish is, like, either have them run. I mean, I think more found footage movies just should have them run. Like, I feel like there's definitely ways that you could, like, conceive of a tape being found later or something like that, but, like, I think more found footage movies need to just have people, like, drop the camera and run.
Oh yeah.
Um, Yeah, because there's a lot of times where it's just like, well, I gotta keep filming, and it's like, but why?
Yeah.
And, like, the second that you have to keep asking, why are you still filming, like, it destroys that
Yeah.
whole entire framing device.
Yes. Yes.
And it really, like, takes you out of it completely, for sure. Otherwise, like, you know, horror movies can do whatever they want, and it's more fun when they do whatever they want. But I
Yeah.
think that, unfortunately, that format is very strict to that. But yeah, if anybody needs that movie, it's called Noroi the Curse. Content warnings. There's mentions of child violence, though you don't see it directly. There's, like, mentions of it. There's also definitely a lot of body horror in it.
No way.
Most of it is off screen, right? What? J horror with body horror?
Huh?
What? Nani? Would say there's definitely a lot of, like, implications of abuse, even though you don't see it happening, and a lot of body horror that you do catch very quick glimpses of, and some jump scares, but it's, like, footage jump scares, so it's not as bad as, like, regular jump scares. There's just, like,
Yeah.
times when footage that you see is corrupted by, like, demons, and it's a little bit jump scary,
Got
but
it.
not too bad.
Like Slender
I would say,
Man.
like, yeah.
Like Slender Man.
Honestly, these bodies can fit so many horrors. Oh my god, the amount of horrors that can fit into my body. But sorry, but yeah, horror movies are good.
I've
You know,
not-
do you
yeah.
have horror movies that you like as somebody that is not super big on to scary movies?
Ooh.
So here's the thing. I don't really think I have enough context for, like, to have, like, an opinion of, this is my favorite one that I like.
Yeah.
No, that's not right. I'm trying to figure out how to word it.
No, I think I get it. It's like
Yeah, I
Like,
haven't
I'm-
watched enough
yeah.
to feel like
Yeah.
I can properly comment on the genre as a whole, but, like, I've also seen a lot of people write about horror and, like, you know, different kind of themes and things throughout horror and stuff, and I find that really cool and interesting. I just, like, physically cannot watch it sometimes. Like, if something is especially tense and especially, like, jump scary, I can't do that. Like, it just activates my fight or flight too much, and I just don't like it at all.
Yeah,
Even if I really
and
like
no,
the
that's
story.
completely valid. Yeah.
Yeah. And
There was a couple of years where, like, I really, like, as much as I grew up watching tons of horror movies and stuff like that, there was a couple of years in mostly my 20s where, like, I just couldn't anymore. Like, it was, like, a very sudden thing of, like, I couldn't watch them. Like, I just couldn't watch any horror movie at all. because it was very much that same thing of like it was just too much for flight or flight. So I kept up through like reading the plot summaries because I saw these movies and I'm like, oh, it looks like it would be so cool, but I like would try to watch it. I'm like, I can't watch it. But I want to know what happens, and I want to know what they're doing in the movie. I want to know how the craft is evolving. And so, like, I would read every single summary about them until, like, now I'm back in a place mentally where I can really enjoy horror movies again. But, like,
Yeah.
I 100% support and condone enjoying horror movies by proxy like you are. 100%. It's totally
Yeah.
valid. Yeah.
I've seen like I find it easier, or like when I have like dipped a toe in there, I found it a bit easier to watch like older horror movies and like your classics. Like I do really enjoy The Shining. Partly,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the soundtrack's very good. Partly, you know, like I'm very Wendy Carlos pilled, and she did the intro
Yes.
song, like that really like unsettling synth kind of like
Yeah.
droning and like that, like as they're driving over towards the hotel.
It's so strong. It's so
Yeah.
powerful. Like
She was
that a
actually-
piece of music
yeah.
like that can just make you feel so
Yeah, she actually wrote, I think, a whole soundtrack for it. Like, it's that classic thing of she basically did like the whole entire soundtrack, and they had certain songs as like placeholders in the meantime, and then the director, obviously it's Spielberg, right? I think Spielberg, was it Spielberg? No,
It was
Kubrick.
Kubrick, yeah.
Kubrick.
Kubrick. That was it, Kubrick. I'm so bad at remembering director names and things.
Don't worry. It's very rare that I remember them correctly without having to double check.
I was like, it's a big name that's important in film. I can't remember. Spielberg, sure. No,
Yes.
Kubrick. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
the
film the
stare.
moon landing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, wait. It's true, I was there.
Pull the plug.
No.
Show's cancelled.
But Kubrick basically decided that he liked the placeholder kind of soundtrack more, which with that kind of like unsettling, like, I mean, I'm trying to remember exactly now, but you know, like the scene in like the bar, and then like at the end, you know, like
Yeah.
pre-existing kind of songs, which is a great, like, I get it, but also it's kind of a great shame because like how would that have been different if like the entire thing had been what Wendy Carlos was like making for it, and
Yeah,
you know.
probably better, honestly.
yeah, probably.
One of the things that really stands out with John Carpenter movies, like one of my favorite horror movies ever is The Thing, and it's absolutely, it's very gory, it's very jump scary, it's very hard to watch if those things are squeamishy for you, but if you can manage it, it is pinnacle, beautiful storytelling, amazing practical work. Like, it is so good. But one of the things that's also really good about it, and I think makes the whole thing, is the soundtrack. And John Carpenter did a lot of his own soundtrack work, and a lot of it is just like very simple, but it's perfect for what it needs to be in those moments. Like, it's a lot of those synths, and it's a lot of the like building atmosphere more than having
Oh.
like a
Yeah.
real song, you know?
Yeah.
That,
And that
I kind of
really
miss a lot from
helps.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I mean I don't know exactly, but like I feel like there was kind of a bit there within all movies and film, like, but especially in horror, of that kind of like gimmicky, well, it was kind of gimmicky, but like, take like a nursery rhyme and then or like a traditionally
Yeah.
like, very happy cheery song, and put it in a really scary spooky context and slow it down. And it's like, I mean, I get where that's coming from, and like kind of making the familiar and comforting very unsettling, like that is a useful tool. But if it just sort of feels like you're really missing out on like actually building like proper atmosphere and tension, and like bringing people into the scene, rather than just like, it's the song that I like and it's nice, but it's spooky now. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
no, 100%. And like when you see that trope, right? Like you see that trope subverted, you've seen the trope subverted.
Yeah.
Like it's not so
Yeah.
deep that like somebody doing it again. Like the only example I could think of somebody taking that trope, subverting it, but making it into something really, really good is the movie Us, where they took the song I Got Five on It, which already sounds a little bit spooky, honestly, like if you listen to the original. It's not meant to be, but like it does have like the roots there to be a little bit spooky, and then they did a spooky version that really really slapped actually. And I think that's the thing that worked better for it. It wasn't just like, oh, we take the song and we make it a little bit creepy. Like it was kind of like an integral plot moment in the movie. And it was also a song that like they take the leitmotifs of that creepy version and they incorporate it throughout the atmosphere of the rest of the movie and soundtrack. And I think that's what
Exactly.
makes that work. Exactly.
That's a really good way to do that, I think. And
Yeah.
I really need to watch. I really want to watch them. I want to watch like Us and Get Out and
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of Jordan Peele movies. And
Yeah.
They are
It's,
intense.
I've only
They
seen.
are intense.
I've only seen Nope. I've
Oh, I love
I've watched enough like a secondhand account of or firsthand account of the other movies, but I've only seen Nope. Yeah, and that one's real good.
Yeah. With Nope, I rented Nope.
Wait.
And I rented.
You good? You good, Juno?
huh?
You good?
Oh, June, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Oh,
I'm just
no.
very quiet.
Okay, okay.
The screen.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
The
What's it called?
the screen share.
Oh, did I screen share?
Oh,
No. I'm depicting you
Are
in
you
a
watching
in a
the screen share?
circumstance.
Oh, Jesus.
There. Oh,
I'm in a bucket.
you're
Yeah.
in a bucket.
We're painting a
I'm in a
Merle,
bucket.
and you're not carrying your weight, which is the concept for
I'm
today.
trying. I'm
And
trying.
they call
my
him
best.
Buckethead. Bung ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum.
It's 1 in the morning.
Oh, is it?
I'll go
That's
for
fun.
in the morning.
Okay, go
Yeah, it's
go
my-
on, Ollie. Go on.
God, I need to listen to the song Buckethead after this because now it's stuck in my head. But
It's really good.
it's really good. It's got your shirt. Oh,
Yeah.
that's how you
Stood
know
there.
it's you now.
That's how you know.
Oh, you're gonna put a face on the bucket. That'd be amazing. Right, ambience, movie soundtracks. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a really good one.
Yeah.
And even
Yes,
now,
yes.
like when I hear the dun dun dun, ba-dum bum dun dun dun, like now it sends like a little shiver down my spine every time because they did that well. But it is a thing that 100% it's overdone, the like creepy child music or
Yeah.
creepy sound box or like things like that. It's like, no, you have to do more with it. It has to be like an actual element, right? Like it has to be something substantial. If it's just a one-off thing, it's a one-off thing. Like you're already setting it up to be something that's meaningless.
Yeah.
You can
so-
really,
So why not? Yeah.
you can really tell when someone's put thought into using something like that, and when someone's just chucked it in as like, oh, this is just a shorthand for, ooh, creepy,
yeah.
spooky. Like, it's,
Yeah.
no, like,
It's reminding me of short stories I would write in middle school. One of them we were doing like I think it was like during October we were doing like horror stories. We were doing like horror story creative writing,
oh yeah,
and one of the stories I wrote, it was I basically just I Google searched death symbolism, and then I just chalked that story full of every instance of death symbolism I found on that list. Like, oh, crows.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Sound of horse carriage. Oh, okay. And just a lot of that bullshit, and it was very funny. And that is kind of what happens when certain conventions in horror are played out too much.
yeah.
Just a
I've
symbol
been
of it.
writing horror stories since middle school, I want to say.
Damn.
But the thing that I found out was that and I guess this was like a part of just being neurodivergent, undiagnosed, like there was just a way that I saw the world sometimes that like stories that I wasn't necessarily meaning to be horror stories would turn into horror stories, or stories that I like had sad elements in them, like would be so sad that they would make people cry.
Yeah.
Like I had a couple
Damn.
of stories that I wrote that were sad, but I was just like, okay, but you know, like I had that detachment of like, but they're not real characters, like it's fine. And like actually saw people bursting down into tears like as they were reading it, and I was like, oh,
That's
I have a power.
yeah.
A super
You capitalize on that shit.
One of the only games that I finished doing, let me see if it's still up on Itch actually. I
Ooh.
don't know if it is. As I gave it the most freaking generic title in the world, so that didn't help out at all.
Yeah.
I don't remember what my Itch name is, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, I once did one of my only solo games that I did and put online was a Twine game.
Oh.
And it was a horror story based on I can just spoil it. I don't think anybody would play it. I mean, if anyone wants to, but I've been told it is a little bit spooky. Even though it is just words. But basically it was just a game about encountering an old I won't give away the endings of it, but you encounter an old friend that you haven't seen in a really, really long time and you had really strong attachments to. But something is wrong.
Oh no.
And that's all I'll say about it. Something is very wrong.
no.
And you know something is wrong. And I try to give the player enough information that when they make choices, even if they don't fully put it together of what's wrong yet, like they know enough to know something is very wrong, actually. Are you sure? Are you sure this is the path you want, or do you want this safer path over here? And I actually do reward if you take safer paths.
Yeah.
But I think the less safe paths are definitely more interesting. I can throw that up in the
Oh yeah.
in the
For
Discord
sure.
or something if I can find it. I just don't
Yeah.
remember what my silly name is on each. I think it's bug free. I want to say it's bug free, but I don't remember.
Bug freak.
I tried to import it because it was on a very old version of Twine, and I tried to import it into one of the newer formats of Twine. And I think it's like, I think there's like one path that sometimes the audio in it gets messed up. If you like click back and forth too fast in it. I don't know. I had some people stress test it when I didn't ask them to. I was just like, oh yeah, here's my game. And they were like, here's a list of all the bugs. I'm like, it's 10 minutes long. You didn't have to give me this. I'm doing, this is a
Damn.
free game.
Cool. I'm not gonna fix these probably.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna fix it. Oh, I found it right away. Sweet.
Hey.
Okay. And I do have content warnings on the front. Mentions of insects, mentions of alcohol, but mostly it's body horror because of course it is. Of course it is. There you go. If you want some horror,
Yeah.
Yeah.
enjoy chat.
I'm not a. Horror is definitely something I should consume more. Yeah, I think most of what I experienced that is like horror adjacent is probably closer to a thriller. But I do love horror and I do love the idea of it. I think I could probably handle most horror right now. Probably. Maybe.
I think for me, I don't know what it is exactly, but I think it's not a case of, oh, I was watching a horror movie accidentally at a really young formative age and it freaked me out. Like I was just a very like easily existentially scared kid.
Yeah.
I don't think I was like anxious, but I was very like,
Sorry.
you know, I mean, we were joking about it in like Renee's stream the other day when they were talking about the tiny car and pulled up Brum or whatever, and yeah, like I laugh about it now, and like obviously it was very silly like when I was about like honestly 4 or 5 to a bit older, like I just kept having recurring nightmares about this car chasing me and it wanted to eat my soul. And like I had this concept from like maybe even younger than 4 of like a soul or some kind of spirit or some kind of like this concept of like a you inside you that like this kind of tangible force, and something taking that away and leaving you like an empty dead husk. Like I just something about my brain just latched onto that, and I would just like put it in like, oh, this bitch is chasing me. And then for a bit it was standby TVs like with the little light left on but the screen's off. I had to turn them off every time because I couldn't. I saw like it was like an advert for like a movie making competition on like Blue Peter, which it's like a UK show, a pretty old one from like, but it's been going for a really long time. And they did like a movie making competition where like they get, you know, kids can send in like little short films, and they decided to advertise it by like, oh, we've kidnapped the presenters. What was it? Yeah, it was like 2 of the presenters were like complaining about a film being rubbish, and then the TV basically like absorbed their souls and trapped them and was like, you have to send me all your movies that you make or I will eat them forever. And I was like, oh, that's the exact crossroads of what I'm terrified of.
Damn.
So I think, and obviously like that's not every single horror film gets particularly like existential. It's usually like there's a much more like a bigger variety.
Yeah.
But there's just something like my brain just seems to latch on to these concepts like and not let them go. Like even if the film's not particularly bad, not particularly good, or like not very scary necessarily, like there's just something about it. I can't let go, like this kind of idea of being like transformed or like taken and like a part of you taken out or like against your will. And that is quite a common theme amongst horror because it's, you know, wrapped up in a lot of different kind of like collective like traumas and fears and things. So it's just really annoying because like yes, this is something I'm really affected by and I really resonate with these stories, but also my brain won't let go of them and they freak me out to shit.
Yeah, Juno.
Well, it's like one of it's a common what's it called, trope that I've seen even like super horror aficionados that I know, and that sometimes I've created stuff with that is like verging on horror, is the concept of parasitism. Is too much. Like that's their hard line. Like when we do what's it called, veils and is it veils and lines, or is it
Lines
veils
and veils? Yeah.
Lines and veils. That's a line that comes up very, very, very often, even when we're doing like horror one-shots and horror games and things like that, is a lot of people have that fear of like the losing control completely to something else. It's a lot for a lot of people. So don't feel bad about that one. That's as like very understandably a very harrowing concept. Which is why I like when people do interesting things with it, and I don't so much like when people just do it because it is an easy ick.
Romans,
you know, like it's
what Romans is saying. Literally that happened to me. The film with the little sack boys and the soul like that.
Oh, 9,
fucked me right up. Yeah.
For me, that was the Skeksis and the Dark Crystal, and like what they did to the little creatures. I saw that when I was like 4, and I was like,
Hi, Ghost.
So like I grew up watching horror and loved it, but also it terrified me. Like I cried a lot of times with movies I watched. Like it's no secret that I've had Silence of the Lambs as one of my favorite movies since I was like 6 or so. Something like that. But it made me cry every time until I was like an adult. Like, it made me cry, and it, like, there were many times that I had to hide my face behind my hands, but like,
yeah.
I really resonated with that movie in a way of like, there's a lot of really amazing character work with Clarice Starling in that movie, and like, honestly, it's like that character and the trials that she goes through and stuff like that, and the way that the horror elements are so psychological in it were really impactful for me.
Yeah.
Not the cannibalism stuff, that's just a funny bit that I do all the time.
Funny bit.
Yes.
It's funny for me.
It is.
Yeah, I haven't seen Silence of the Lambs, but that the cover art. Have I talked about this? How the cover art really was haunting me during my childhood.
Yeah, the
moth.
Death's Head moth.
It's
Yeah,
something about that
actually
is like
have-
really horrific. Like I think it's like it's the
help you with that
combination.
one.
It's the combination of like just like the real, like pale complexion, almost like J horror kind of vibe of the figure, and the fact that there's a goddamn moth on their mouth and they're just looking at you. Like it's like
Do you want to be cured of this fear, Lovesick?
no, no, not really.
Okay, because I was about to say I have a plushie of a Death's Head moth, and it
Oh.
is the biggest, fattest,
no,
most
let me
adorable
see that,
little
let
like
me see that.
kawaii thing.
No, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I was about to say like no. This will like erase the bad image you have of it completely. Hold on, let me get it into the assembly hall for you. He's very cute. He's very fluffy, and he's like packed just enough with fluff that like very good to hug.
Oh,
Ooh, let me
that's really
Yeah.
let me take a look.
Look
Is it
at
because of the
him.
movie that you got this?
Yeah. Well, it's also a motif that comes up again in any rendition
Oh,
of
let me
Hannibal.
see.
But I definitely did fall in love with Death Head
Oh
Moths
my
because
goodness.
of that.
Okay.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah, y'all need to
Yeah.
see this.
No. I wouldn't traumatize you, Lovesick. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna get him out.
Oh my goodness.
I'm hugging him right now.
Look at that.
Stop.
Look at that. Look at
Yeah,
that.
he's just cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
But you
seeing
know, the image used to scare me as a child too. Like I would see it in the grocery store and I would hide from it.
Yeah,
even though
I really hated it. Yeah, it was horrid.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember
Um,
seeing it super young, to be honest. Like just the cover art, even. I've never watched it.
Do you know
so-
you
Your
weren't
horror-
born at the time that it would have been relevant to see anywhere.
Well,
Except that Juno is
It's an old
many
movie.
people.
except that Juno's older than me,
Uh-huh.
so. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was listening. To
Yeah,
I'm
it was just in
surprised
the
that
DVD
you
case.
saw it everywhere. How did you
No,
see it everywhere?
I wasn't
Lovesick?
seeing it. I wasn't seeing it everywhere. It's just that in my childhood house, there's like one main hallway from like the living room and kitchen to like every other room. So you had to go down this one hall, and there was a big old DVD case facing like the hall, with that just smack dab in the middle of it. So yeah,
Yeah, for me,
it was everywhere for me, but it was a very finite thing in the household. It was a single copy of the movie.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like for me, Silence of the Lambs came out in 1991. I was born in 1988, and so like
Yeah,
it was just it. And like back then, movies had much longer life cycles.
yeah.
So like the movie coming out in 1991 in theaters meant like it came out on VHS in like 1992, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
or
yeah.
maybe even closer to 1993. Like it took a lot longer for these things to come to the house, and then they would be on sale and like promoted for a really long time. So like
Yeah.
I was seeing the posters for these in grocery stores like up until 1995, I think. Yeah,
Some-
so it was all over the place.
Just some Death's Head moth to work up your appetite at the grocery store.
Delicious.
Yeah, right. Here's a giant Silence of the Lambs poster. Because they
Yeah.
used to have video rental sections in grocery stores.
Oh, yeah.
This was a thing that used to exist. Yeah.
Yeah, Redbox.
It wasn't the Redbox either.
Oh,
like
really?
no,
Okay,
no,
okay, got
before
it.
Redbox. It was like actual
Interesting.
like little aisles in a section of like basically like a mini Blockbuster without it being a Blockbuster in the grocery store, or just like a place where they would be selling them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a bit of a Redbox kid.
Lovesick's girl with the pearl ear. Yeah, that was Lovesick's girl.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
exactly,
pearl
exactly.
ear.
It was like ever present and just this horrid gaze.
No.
Some would
Well,
say
I
I'm
hope,
surrounded
I
by
hope that
horrid
showing
gaze.
the plushie helped out.
Did y'all get the joke?
I hope.
I
Yeah,
Thank
didn't
you.
hear it. Sorry.
I said
I
some.
liked it. I smiled.
I said some would say I'm surrounded by horrid gaze.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I smiled because I'm like, yeah.
Haha.
Also, I
Gotta
started.
do
I
something
started
about them.
drafting. I started drafting the Blorbo presentation because I was
Ooh,
like,
yeah,
people
yeah.
are probably gonna fund that immediately. Slash, I'll just do it anyways, even if people don't.
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't have anything for people to spend their channel points on, so like,
Yeah.
it might be one of them. And it's it's already got a corporate theming to it because I'm gonna base the stylings on strange scaffolding kind of like text games
Oh.
that they have. And it's just starting off with, you're going to hate this list of Blorbos, Ali's short list of problematic faves. And the second slide
Yeah.
is, I'm going to bring you down to hell with me and make you love them too.
Yes.
Yay! Yippee!
That's kind of like how Karina
And in
would
yeah,
like,
in a couple of
categorize.
tabs, I already have original Italian quotes from Dante's Inferno pulled up and ready to go. So like we're going, baby, we're going.
Oh, strap the fucking.
My Blorbo list will elevate your soul and then drag it down to hell forever.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
Look, as long as you don't chase me around and suck it out of my body with a Hoover.
No, your soul will leave voluntarily.
Sorry, a vacuum.
I knew what you meant by a Hoover. I didn't think you resurrected President Hoover.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we had one of those.
President Hoover. Honestly, it could be. I was very impressionable. Someone could have just like put that image in my head once, and yep, nightmare for
We had a
4
vacuum
years.
for a president once.
Thank you for a present.
Happy Pride, Romans and Goose! Goose,
Happy
congratulations
Pride.
on being gay and stinky. I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
I'm so proud.
I'm doing this to all of the stinky gays in chat. Are you ready?
I mean, we're all stinky gays.
Well, this
Yeah.
is true, but all the chat stinky gays, I'm doing this.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're smelling the stink. Oh no.
Yeah, it's the gay stink. That's how you know.
Ew. Ew. Smelled your gay from a mile away.
Smelled your stinky gay from a mile away.
Is gay something I need to?
I'm making
is
I'm
gay-
making the
oh,
moth flap. I don't think y'all can hear it, but
Can't hear it.
I'm
but
not flappy handing, but my moth is. Yeah,
Yay!
they're flapping their wings.
I perceive the visual. Yes.
Yeah.
Is gay something y'all have to sign up for or register for?
Yeah, there is a list. There's also a test. So I mean
Okay,
that's
yeah.
usually what makes a lot of people kind of give up on it.
Mm,
It's not that bad though. It really is not that bad at all.
got it. I'll consider it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's worth it, honestly.
Yeah, I would say.
Juno ain't carrying their damn weight.
With Harry
Silence
Hoover.
as I render this
Henry
out.
Hoover. Honestly, I was just kind of mesmerized watching you render me with a bucket on my
Yeah.
head.
No,
Yeah.
to be honest, like I just keep looking at it. It looks like drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ghost.
Ghost, congratulations. Henry
Yeah.
Hoover.
I'm
Henry
There probably
Hoover.
is a Harry Hoover. They have a James. There's a whole family of them.
Dead and fucking not missed. He has a dam named after him.
Damn.
Good for him.
Damn, that's good for him.
Good for him. That's my knowledge on American history. I have much more knowledge about horror movies. That's not true, actually. I'm pretty well versed in history. But
Chased by a Henry Hoover specifically, and I'm dying a little. No, the thing is, it's getting close to the truth, because you know that nightmare I had about Brum? I also had the same one about the fucking Naughty Nunu from Teletubbies.
Yeah, you had me draw
which
that.
Is why, ages ago I had to draw like
Yeah.
Let
let me bring that up. It's a very funny drawing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I get really excited about a vacuum. Fuck yes, Ghost.
I'm refurbishing the vacuum that I have because I'm trying to figure out how to fix my Roomba, and I'm really stoked to actually fix it and use it again because it has hyperallergenic kind of functions in it, and that's really needed now that I have a rug. And look, before I go off on it, yes, I agree, and I get it, Ghost. I get it. I get you. Don't worry. I get you, and I support you.
Yeah.
Oh, don't know where I saved it.
Seatbelt almost crawled onto my lap several times today. She didn't muster the courage to do it, but she did stand right next to my lap a couple of times and lean over it.
Oh, mysterious.
Thought about it.
Testing the waters.
And then she was like, "No, but I cannot." She would get scared again. She's only been on my lap once, and it was after I brought her home for the first time. She was so exhausted and just tired and kind of scared that I was I set up the whole bathroom for her so it could just be her own private condo to get acclimated to the new house. And I sat down with my legs straight out, and I just she just went ragdoll, and I just picked her up and I plopped her down on my legs, and she just stayed there, and she was like, she's just sad little bean. I was like, oh yeah. And I just gently pet her for an hour because she was just so sad. I was like, I know.
Fantastic.
Everything has been so scary. She went through 2 weeks of being constantly rehoused and moved from her colony and stuff like that. So it was just oh no,
exhausting.
I get it, baby. Yeah, I'm like, you're done though. You're done though now. This is your home forever now.
Forever. Yes.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you got Seatbelt and Seatbelt's got you, and that you both have Prince the cat.
Seatbelt, do you want the mop? Don't be scared of the mop, it's okay.
Oh
No.
no. Even the plushie was too much.
Yeah.
I put it down in front of her, and she was like, no.
No.
Hi.
Nix,
I'll go
this
play
is
with
me
you
at-
soon. I'll go play with you soon. It's okay. Yeah.
This is me at your joke, Nix. Ready? I hope that expresses everything.
Nix, I love and support
That's very
you.
generous, Juno.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I try.
Cute.
Oh,
Yeah, Big Dorcas. Continue that sub. Give love, sick your money.
Wow.
Continue.
Give
Thank you,
love,
Dorcas.
sick your money.
Thank you for
Yeah,
continuing the sub from Stonewall. I
This
really
is
appreciate
your
that.
subliminal messaging for the night. Give love, sick your money.
Yeah.
Give love, sick your money. Give love, sick your money. Give love, sick your money.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I got it. I'm on it.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Let's see.
Get on it. Hi, sweetie. Hey. I like that you can tell the difference between when I'm talking to Seatbelt and when I'm talking to Prince. I talk to both of them like they're babies, but there's definitely a more lackadaisical tone that I use with Prince. And with Seatbelt, it's just talking to the most delicate angel baby. I'm so scared of raising my voice too high because she'll get scared. Baby. She's hanging around my wheelie chair, which makes me worried.
Oh no.
Yeah, don't get squished by wheels.
Let's see.
Not the wheels.
You want pet?
Yeah.
One more. Okay.
Yeah, good girl.
Yippee!
You did it. You got a pet.
Yippee!
job. Good job. Yeah. Okay, go eat. Yeah, go eat. You did good.
Her tail's up. She's so proud of herself.
Aw.
This is my life, y'all. Like these are the best days of my life, or just like Seatbelt. Like being semi-social for like 2 seconds. I'm like, yeah,
And
the
then
best
it's
day
scurrying away.
ever.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Honestly, though, like, I don't know. I love my pets very much. They're my daughters.
Should that be beautiful? They're lovely. We love
They're
them.
lovely.
Yes.
Oh,
If you're not
Ollie.
obsessed with your
Oh,
pets,
go
what
on.
are you even doing? Yes.
Ollie, have you seen the
Like-
Lighthouse? Because I feel like that's a movie for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to.
That seems that was I think I was
love
correct.
The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
I love The Lighthouse so much. That's why I'm so excited for Nosferatu.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Let's go, Eggers.
I do want to watch Nosferatu, although I'm pretty sure this is going to be probably actually scary compared to the OG
Yeah.
that we watched on stream.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I think
Probably
I'm
so.
It'll
ready-
probably be
ready to try.
scarier. Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine it's just gonna be more
It seems
like
a bit more
knowing
dramatic,
Eggers.
but like
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be more mindfucky than
Hmm.
like terror.
yeah.
He likes doing the mind. He likes doing the mind freak. He likes freaking the
A
beans.
mind freak. Freak my friggin' gourd, man.
Yeah, that's what he likes doing.
I kind of like.
Okay.
I'm usually I like that kind of like mind fucky stuff.
Yeah.
I'm usually okay with that.
Go.
So you might like it. I bet. Well, no. I bet it's not going to be any worse than the Lighthouse. But honestly, with Eggers, you kind of don't know until you get there,
Yeah.
like how far he went. He's a little surprising sometimes. He'll be like,
I mean,
"Oh,
You know,
look what I got permission to do."
Yeah.
It really will be like sometimes just like, look what I got to do. It's like,
Yeah.
God damn it, Eggers. Who didn't tell you no?
I mean,
What's that seagull doing there?
Oh no. I was okay watching You Live Sick play Nothing Lives Under the Lighthouse.
Yeah.
So if I'm okay with what's
Yeah.
under the lighthouse, then maybe I'll be okay with just the lighthouse in
Yeah.
general. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you will be. I think you will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if
I'm
you're
probably
not,
yeah.
here's the best thing about watching horror movies at home.
hmm
If it starts to be too much, just turn it off. No shame in it. Just make it go away. Just make it
Just
go away.
make it go away. It's usually like after, I think, is the thing. Like, I can probably watch, like, I can get through the films, like, okay, and be like, whoa, that was really good. And then I will just not be able, I mean, I'm not able to sleep anyway, so what's the issue? But, like, it will be, like, proper keeping me up at night. Like, even if it didn't scare me that much, I won't be able to stop thinking about it
Yeah.
and, like, psyching myself up about it. So I think I need to have, like, the energy to
Yeah.
be able to deal with that. But I would like to be brave.
Yes. Yes.
I've been reading Day of the Triffids, which is, you know, horror adjacent, more like kind of science.
Is that
sci-fi kinda
the
horror.
Stephen King one, or am I confusing it with?
No, it's John Wyndham. I can't remember how to pronounce
Day of
it.
the
It's the one with the tree aliens.
Tree aliens.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay. Yeah.
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 I heard
They
that one's
wake
pretty
up.
good.
Yeah, I mean, it's been good to read. It's not a long book. I'm only a few chapters in. I keep putting it down and then
Yeah.
picking it back up again every few months. But it's kind of nice to read slowly as well. Obviously, I can't spoil it, but you know, no big spoilers. But it opens up, like, the book starts with basically the entire world has gone blind overnight.
Whoa.
There was like a big like a fun like this cool light show kind of thing in the sky. Like there was this weird natural phenomenon of like a meteor shower kind of aurora borealis thing. And it's like told from the perspective of this the protagonist who had an eye injury. So they were like I can't remember exactly what it was, but like I can't remember his name. But the context is it starts and he's like in the hospital getting treated. Like his vision will come back, but like he's temporarily blinded because of like an accident or something. So he's hearing all of the nurses and everyone being like, "Oh wow, it's so beautiful," and then like the next day or in like a few days, like I'm pretty sure it's the next day, like he wakes up and he like takes the bandage off and he's okay, and everyone around him is blind, and it's very unsettling and very freaky, and yeah, there's this species of plants, kind of like living, like ambulating, like walking plants called triffids that were.
They should be doing that.
I can't remember how they discovered them. Yeah, they walk around.
No.
I'm just. It's not huge spoilers, but like I'm just gonna leave it here. The plants are walking around.
Did the author
suddenly all the humans are blind?
Did the author do research? Because plants normally don't move. That's kind of unrealistic.
Well, that's the thing. It's fantasy, I suppose. They took some creative liberties, but it seems a bit of a stretch.
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
it?
not. Yeah, I'm not sold on that premise. Walking plants.
No.
That's silly.
Yeah.
That's just silly.
Well,
that's,
I mean, it's
that's
not like anyone
kids.
could see them. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
baby
it's-
book for babies.
Baby book for babies.
Baby book for babies.
Here we go.
I got a horror book recently by an acquaintance of mine. That I've been going crazy over the game that they're gonna have, which is Grave Seasons, which is the horror farm simulation game where you have to find a supernatural serial killer that I keep like not shutting up about like every single time I get a moment to talk about it. But I was all like, oh right, Emmett wrote a horror book. And so I finally got it because it sounds very much my jam, which is let me just grab it real quick. I'll probably read it tonight, honestly. I've been waiting to read it until school is done, but I'm gonna do school stuff tomorrow, so. The whaling vessel Merciful has just made its strangest catch yet. A massive whale containing a still living man secreted within its stomach lining. Sailor Isaiah Chase is tasked with keeping the enigmatic man alive. As their relationship grows, a series of accidents, injuries, and deaths quickly befall the ship and its crew. Isaiah is plagued by strangely prophetic dreams, even as the crew continues their endless quest for whale oil under the command of an increasingly unhinged captain. As events spiral further out of control, the mysterious man confesses what Isaiah has begun to suspect. The crew of the Merciful has fallen into a cycle of punishment for their greed and destruction. Isaiah must confront the sea's vengeance made flesh, and choose between this new, strange love and the fate of the ship itself. And that's called From the Belly. Yeah,
I'm glad
it's
we
gonna be
got
a sick
one
read
of your.
from Emmett Nahil.
I'm glad we got a Cat Baron Cafe read on stream.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I've missed reading.
Yeah.
This
I
is
wanna read that.
soon.
That sounds
Soon.
sick.
I will be.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'll put From the Belly.
Let me make sure. I have the number
Also,
right.
if you order the book directly from the publisher, which is Tenebris Press, they did. I put a picture of it online, but they sent it to me in this really cool box with like a really like nice quality little box with an anglerfish on it, and they put like little pins and postcards and stickers in there. Like they put all these little goodies in there. I was like, oh, what a delight! Surprise! Because they didn't charge extra for it. They were just like, oh, here you go. Here's a bunch of little goodies. And when I took the photo, they were like, oh, yeah, thanks for the support.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the goodies.
Sick.
I was so confused because when I got the book, like, in the mail, like, it was wrapped up, and I was, like, shaking. I'm like, why are there loose things in a book?
Yeah.
What happened? Pourquoi? But yeah, I'll probably read that one tonight if, I have any trouble sleeping because I've been meaning to read it, and I think it's going to be a pretty quick read too.
Yeah. Okay, I think we
Yeah.
have it.
Oh, this is cute.
Ah,
Yeah. There
We
we
did.
go.
Oh, Juno,
I
you
see
made the
what
9, and then you
yeah, I see what
Juno,
happened
you were
there.
like, I got the 9, and we're like, Juno, we'll have the ladder for you in a bit. And you're like, I got it. Don't
I
worry.
got it.
And then-
I jumped, and I did it. I did get it.
Yeah.
But
You
it
got
just,
it.
I got
It
paint on
got-
my favorite shirt.
It got you too.
Uh,
I still have the briefcase.
Oh yeah. I'm drawing you
I
from,
can't
I'm drawing
leave
you
it
from
behind.
behind, so there needed to be a little bit more of a
Oh,
tell.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to confuse me with anybody else with swooshy hair.
Mhm.
That would be a
Sushi
travesty.
hair, suit wearing.
Can't.
Mhm.
I can't think of anybody that would be sushi. Oh no, wait, no, I can. No, yeah, no, I have a briefcase legally distinct from any
Yes.
Danish men. Legally distinct. No, I didn't make that connection, and now I can't unmake it.
Mhm. It's a tough one
It's
to come
okay,
to
I
terms
have a
with.
cool
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't
that's
know if
it.
I'll recover.
We did it.
Yeah,
Finally got this done.
we did it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're a little over. Probably good time to raid.
Ooh,
Let's see. Yeah.
yeah. Let's go raid him. Yeah,
Raiding into some Silent Hill.
this was great and
yeah, of
awesome.
course. Again, shout out to
this is a
to
nice
guests.
segue as well.
Yeah. Follow Juno. Follow Ale. They're cool. They have the highest attendance rate for speech therapy so far. So that's how you know they're the
Putting
real
in the
deal.
hours.
Keep being online.
I'm online.
Oh, thank you, Ghost.
We online. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Okay, of course. I gotta bring this up one more time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice. This was wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I was very down to take a break
We
today.
didn't talk over you for 20.
Oh no, I totally invite it. Less work for me. Of course, Inscriptness. Tuesday,
No, I
Wednesday,
heard
Thursday.
the last 10 minutes of the last stream and I was a.
Oh
yeah.
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 That was Discord was
Oh
really
my god, it is Inscriptmas.
yeah. Discord was really looking to paint you and Renee in a bad light there. It was very funny.
It was just.
It was.
But Inscriptmas! Everybody
Mm-hmm. yeah.
come by for Inscriptmas!
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Tuesday, Wednesday,
It's
Thursday,
here!
I promise
4
I will
p.m.
have played it.
Are you Juno? Are you?
I
Yeah.
promise I will have played it by the time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That means a lot to me.
I'm very busy, but I will make time
Yes.
because it's
Yes.
important.
Let's see. Okay, so
Important.
yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 p.m. and then 3 p.m. for the last 2 days. In terms of like how much I'm gonna play of the game, let me think. Day one is probably going to be. I'm not trying to spoil the game, but just so that we have an idea. Day one, we're going to like do some runs. Day two, we're gonna finish the run, and then after that, and then day three is gonna be that whole part, that whole part of the game that you know.
Yeah!
Whole part.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, that's
I-
very well planned.
Yes,
Yes.
Can't wait to
There we
know
go.
how that goes.
I'm very excited to play the
Yeah.
game. I do have to make sure.
Everybody come to Inscriptmas.
Yes, I do have to make sure that the save file is all reset and everything. So, gonna do that tomorrow. Let's see. Okay, let's think of a raid message. Raiding into Silent Hill. Silent Hill. Let's see. I mean,
Spitballing Silent
I'm
Hill.
very inclined to do a beach cliff when you're into a Silent Hill.
I mean, you can't go
Yeah.
wrong with the beach cliff.
Hey, why are these hills so silent?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I really do have the worst like New York accent impression out of everybody in our friend group, and it still amuses me to no end.
It is part of your natural charm.
To be very bad at accents.
The New York one in particular. You're not bad at it, is the thing. Like, I've heard much worse.
No, it's pretty bad.
Here's
I
our
can
raid
tell
message.
you, like, from experience, it's pretty bad.
Here's
Yeah,
our-
let's go. What's the raid message?
What?
Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Now everybody's all prepped up on horror. Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
There we go.
Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Silent
the
Hill.
TV
What is
down.
this? Some kind of Silent Hill 2?
Hey.
Yeah, thank you again, Ale, Juno, for joining me. Y'all
Thanks for
are
having us.
yeah, y'all are real good at being conversationalists, and I appreciate it.
I love to yap.
Yeah, okay, let's get on with the raid
For
then.
having us so many times.
Yeah, of course.
Let's
Y'all
do
are y'all are very reliable to fill in the seats, and I appreciate it. I do feel a little. I shouldn't, but I do feel just a little rude, like poking the Discord, like, hey, if anyone wants to
Oh, no,
sit in
cool.
for speech therapy.
No, it's helpful because I feel rude volunteering until it's like literally either a subject of my expertise
Yeah,
or you're
yeah.
like 2 hours before and there's nobody else, and I'll be like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like-
Super appreciated.
And I'm very bad at organizing, so it helps.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I think
Let's
we're
go,
good.
Ray.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Catch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from Scriptness. Catch Ale doing their Ale things over at Cat Baron Cafe. Catch Juno doing their Juno things at Juno Moons. Let's see. Anything
I'm probably
else?
gonna have more of a schedule now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh right. Yeah. I saw you
So-
drafting up something like that. It's like graphic for it. Exciting.
Yeah, I'm nearly finished with it. I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna stream on
Great.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Let me make sure I'm on browser.
Oh,
Gotta make sure
Kofi.
I'm catching. Oh right. Of course.
Kofi screen. Yeah, Kofi screen.
Yeah.
Quick.
Check out the Kofi.
Yeah, and I should
Mhm.
be able to get a schedule again soon after I get like at least a week of rest
Yeah.
after school.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got.
Like I'll do ad hoc streams, but then I'll do like an actual schedule after doing some ad hoc
Yeah.
ones for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
That should be all then. Goodbye.
Goodbye.